do, what it 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 do. Should play up on the Ziggy2x. Making it again, brand new day, brand new video, man. September 28th. Yeah. Ooh, excuse me. Sunday morning, top of the morning to y'all. There's currently an NFL game getting ready to go underway out there in Ireland between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Minnesota Vikings. Sounds dope as fuck. I'm not gonna watch it, but I do have a bet placed. As you can tell by the title, we got a mixed bag here. Not like it's just all women tripping shit, but it's a little bit of that mixed all in the pot. Mixed all in the pot. I done burnt my tongue already. White coffee mugs apparently conduct a little bit more heat than black ones. I don't know, but I done burnt my tongue. All my black coffee mugs is currently dirty, all sticky. I don't feel like dealing with them. I don't feel like washing dishes yet. Still got like 5 or 6 coffee mugs to go. I ain't tripping. Let's go on and get into it, because I think today, if I'm not mistaken, I'm probably gonna get up out of here right on time. I need to leave a little bit earlier than usual since I have a different place I'm working at today than my usual place. So it's not just like a walk in and do what you already know to do. Working in a whole different department today, which is annoying. Slept like a log. My cousin is in town. I smoked the blunt for the first time in a long time. Actual cigar wrap. Had me out like a light. Random info, but I'm trying to watch this Peacemaker show because I've seen a couple of cool videos, memes about it. So yeah, we're trying to. I've never watched it at all, so I'm on season 1 of that shit. Season 1, episode 1. I didn't even finish watching because I was out like a light because of that blunt. But we gonna get into it. We're gonna watch it. We're gonna try to get all the way to season 2 within the next couple days. And yeah. But let's go on and get into it, man. Ain't no wasting time. We got a couple, like I said, we got a mixed bag over here, man. We got all kind of cool shit to watch. And more than likely, yeah, screen, man. Screen ain't set up.
The Xfinity 5-year price guarantee. You get 5 years of the most reliable Wi-Fi with our best equipment jacked. Included. For a price that
full
stays
reboot.
Exactly the same.
Full reboot happened today. I shut my shit all the way off.
Style has always been a thread in the fabric of my life. Woven through time.
Dapper Dan.
Through Harlem, through history. Before you move forward,
Dapper Dan,
you remember
the man.
Where it all began. Harlem taught me that, to carry history wherever I go. It's where I earned the name Dapper Dan. The all-new 2025 Lincoln Navigator SUV.
Earlier this year, the game Fortnite made a grave mistake. They added Darth Vader as an interactable character in the game. Cool. They gave him a lightsaber. Okay, awesome. They gave him full access to Google's Gemini AI. Uh-oh.
Wait, can you hear me?
Speak plainly, Nick A30. What information do you have?
Suddenly, Vader could understand what you were saying. He could reply in the style of Darth Vader and even use voice replication technology to do so while sounding exactly like the character's original voice artist, James L. Jones. I find your lack of kill-to-death ratio
disturbing.
It was pretty convincingly done.
I'm family friendly.
Family friendly, even as you wield a Sith lightsaber.
Unfortunately, what Fortnite forgot is that when you drop an open-ended toy this powerful right into the hands of kids, they're not going to be using it for deep Star Wars lore discussions. Within literally hours, YouTube was flooded with clips of people successfully getting the AI to say,
Skibidi toilet.
and I'm looking for Dixie Normus.
This Dixie Normus, you say?
To literal racist and homophobic slurs, which is obviously very bad press for a game whose child safety measures millions of parents rely on. But since there was no major fallout from it, we'll let this one pass with a 2 out of 10 fail. Cannot say the same for the rest of these though. Honestly, good luck trying to sit through the most cringeworthy tech fails of all time. Because then we got Victorinox, the company most famous for the Swiss Army knife, but also traditional luxury watches. And this company, when the smartwatch first started taking off in 2016, clearly panicked and scrambled to come up with a way to stay relevant. The idea, forward thinking. The execution, we'll put it this way, I wish this had gone to a galaxy far, far away. This is the Inox Cyber Tool. It was an add-on for Victorinox's watches that effectively upgraded them into smartwatches. A have your cake and eat it too approach of being able to keep the already beautiful watch design, but with smart features like a stopwatch, like health tracking, like being able to get notifications from specific contacts you choose. But look at the thing. The only cyber tool here is someone who would actually buy a luxury watch like this, only then to pay $225 more to cover the whole thing up with this plastic calculator screen friendship bracelet abomination. Bear in mind, by the way, this display was not touchscreen, and it didn't even go all the way around. It's just this tiny sliver in the middle, which means it had to abbreviate words. Like your contacts would just become the first 4 letters of their name. So if you knew both a George and a Georgia, then flip a coin. As you can imagine, Cybertool was not a hit. It sold pretty close to 0 units, which is why it was impossible to actually get one so I could show you, and remains a rare blemish on Victorinox's well-established reputation for luxury. So you can't have your cake and eat it too. 3 out of 10 fail. So, you know Keurig, the coffee pod machine maker? Well, most likely, that's all you know them for. But 2015 was when they tried to change that with Keurig Cold, a machine for brewing, well, cold, fizzy beverages. So basically a SodaStream. But unlike SodaStream, whose cola is Pepsi, Keurig managed to secure frickin' Coca-Cola as the drink that it could make. All topped off with a new mechanism that, unlike SodaStream, meant that it could carbonate your drinks without ever needing to even touch a CO2 canister. So why didn't this just destroy them? Well, I absolutely love me some Dr. Pepper. So let's get one of these Dr. Pepper pods, which, by the way, is absolutely enormous for one serving of a drink.
I'm about to say that sounds cool as fuck, man. Like, anybody else want a Keurig Cold? That sounds cool. Like, am I tripping? Am I tripping?
There. Now we find out. Well, first off, this was insanely expensive. $370, or the equivalent of $500 now. The thing's absolutely colossal, demanding a large amount of your extremely valuable kitchen counter space. Oh yeah, and it's nearly as loud as a frickin' blender, which would have been fine if this was like a 5-second job, but it is still going. Still going, still going.
Much later.
Oh, hey, that doesn't look like Dr. Pepper.
Fight!
Oh, okay, then the cola comes after. I'll admit, there is something satisfying about seeing your own drink being made. The thing is, that took 90 seconds, or 80 seconds longer than just grabbing a can from the fridge. It is fizzy. It does taste somewhat like Dr. Pepper. It's got like a bit of gloopy syrupiness to it. Kind of like it's not quite been mixed properly. I'm actually curious, how old is this pod? Best by 2016. May have something to do with it. Fine, we can cut it some slack when it comes to flavor. But this is the thing that's gonna make you want to smack your head against the table. It's that having my drink made by my own Keurig machine, even if you take out the absolutely ridiculous cost of the unit itself, is still about 4 times more expensive than just going to a store and buying a can. One pod of this Dr. Pepper was priced at $1.75. And to really add insult to an already grievous injury. The only thing this thing does right, the method it had for carbonation, turned out to be dangerous. The pods themselves contain tiny beads that are saturated with CO2, which was then released into the drink when the beads interacted with moisture, which sounds cool, but what it actually meant is that these pods are volatile, to the point where Keurig themselves were advising you to handle them with care and to avoid opening them, as they could literally burn your mouth and stomach if consumed. So unsurprisingly, the coal was available for less than a year before Keurig decided to
kill people.
Pan the thing, while also having to offer full refunds and cutting 108 jobs at the factory where it was made. 4 out of 10 fail. Now, how do you one-up a drink pod machine? Well, with a machine that 3D prints your drinks. That is what Canna was trying to do with their Canna 1 molecular
3D prints a
and this
drink.
one flies particularly close to home because about 3 years ago, I was actually approached to become an investor in this product. So the idea is simple in theory. The vast majority of any beverage is water. The rest is just tiny, subtle differences in chemical makeup. Like these 3 lines here, they represent 1 red wine and 2 white wines. The drinks have completely different color, flavor, properties, but in a chromatography graph, where each one of these peaks is showing the presence of a molecule, you can actually see how similar the composition still is. And so this Canna 1 is the thing that's effectively providing those chemicals to build your drinks from the ground up on a molecular level, which, don't get me wrong, is extremely exciting. It would mean that you could change the levels of sugar, caffeine, alcohol, carbonation, even the nutrition of the drinks that you're making to suit your exact preferences. And so when I was approached, the company even asked me to design a few cocktails of my own that anyone who buys one of these would also be able to recreate on their end. Obviously, I was planning something passion fruit related. Plus also, this would almost completely kill waste. No more buying cans, no more bottles, no more semi-explosive pods that you have to keep throwing into landfill. And the pack of chemicals that you get could last you a month, with the company shipping you new ones as soon as you run out. The only thing you pay for is the drinks themselves, between 10 cents to $5 depending on what you order, which is a little bit of a weird idea, paying per drink from a product that you've already paid for, but hey, I take that over a monthly subscription fee. So after 3 years of development and even an actually working prototype to prove this wasn't science fiction,
Nope. We on top your ass today. We ain't letting you get by with these little ads. Hey man, we don't buy friends over here. Sorry, Alexander.
money problems.
While
the company did generate a healthy $30 million in funding, that still wasn't nearly enough to build a full manufacturing line, which creates a bit of a vicious cycle because then they couldn't fulfill their pre-orders, and if you can't fulfill your pre-orders, then your investors are going to start pulling out. Oh yeah, and they had to increase the price of the unit from $499 to $799 after the initial wave of pre-orders, all topped off with the COVID pandemic, creating even more havoc for trying to get any physical product made in at all decent time, and leading to the rise of anti-vax paranoia, which made the entire concept of chemically engineering your drinks start to sound more like a Bond villain plot to some people. So, before I could even get my hands on my unit to decide if I wanted to become an investor, the dream was dead. Without the money to make the thing, Canna had to very suddenly cancel all operations, lay off all of their employees, and sell their assets to another company. But the ripples are even greater when it's big companies who are screwing up. Like Apple, who in the year 2000 released their vision of the mainstream computer that every household should want to own, the Power Mac G4 Cube. God, wow, it's very small even by today's standards. I do love the fact that the wire is specifically designed to pivot. But yeah, the entire pitch here is that this computer packs a real punch for its size, while looking a lot cleaner than the average home PC that people would have had at the time. It really does feel like the precursor to the modern day Mac Studio. And critics actually applauded the thing initially. It's housed in acrylic glass, and it was such a unique looking computer that it was winning design awards left, right, and center upon release. But then things went downhill pretty fast. There's a reason that you don't see this fancy glass acrylic on Apple products anymore, because it was actually cracking at the corners, leading to some very entertaining headlines like, "Is it all it's cracked up to be?" It became enough of an uproar that Apple themselves had to respond. Except their response was that these were in fact intentional mold lines.
What?
But let's be honest, it doesn't really matter what it is if your product
Intentional
looks damaged.
mold
And
lines,
if this thing
really.
wasn't winning on the design front, then what the hell was it winning at? Because at $1,799, this was far too expensive for most households. For pros, it was basically the same specs as the Power Mac G4 Tower, but with like half the ports. And then just look at this chonker of a power supply that, because it couldn't fit inside the body, had to be kept externally. It's also particularly ironic because 25% of this design is just air. So Apple thought this was going to be a breakout success. They actually sold less than 1/3 of their expectations, losing $90 million in projected sales, leading them to cut their losses and end the product entirely a year later. And what makes the Power Mac G4 Cube particularly noteworthy is this is the only time in history that Apple has ever come out themselves and called one of their own products.
It was a spectacular failure.
It's gotta haunt Tim at night. 4 out of 10. But I am waiting for the day that they say the same thing about Apple Intelligence, because this is where things get a whole lot hairier. So, in the middle of 2024, the company announced Apple Intelligence. They called it AI for the rest of us, because everyone else had already been using ChatGPT for 2 years. They were late, but fine, at least it exists now. Then in September, they announced the iPhone 16s and spent the whole time talking about Apple Intelligence again, pretty much instead of actually announcing new phone features. Okay, so this really had better be something game-changing now. And then the feature launched. Or should I say, face planted. Siri was meant to be the big headline exciting upgrade with this flashy new animation, but I think it got worse. People found that it was slower, especially when it had to then reach out to ChatGPT for more complex answers. Some features that Apple had originally talked about just didn't make it, and the software that it all launched on iOS 18 was like the buggiest piece of software Apple has ever made. I could probably summarize the sentiment with this here Reddit post, which people joked about in the comments, only then to realize that their own phones were just as screwed. What month was it last month?
It's Thursday, the 14th of August, 2025.
No, that's today.
It's Thursday, the 14th of August, 2025.
But what about last month? There was Cleanup, a new feature to remove things from your images, but compared to Samsung and Google's alternatives, it was really poor. There's this new AI summaries feature, which bundles all your notifications together, which is already confusing because as soon as you have more than about 2, the summaries start to lose their actual meaning. But it was also summarizing wrong, so badly that the BBC actually made a complaint that their news was being misrepresented. Apple couldn't even come up with any good reasons to use their intelligence even in their official trailers, showing scenarios like someone who's done absolutely nothing at work all day and then uses Apple Intelligence to make his co-worker do it for him. Or this lady who forgot her partner's birthday, so uses Apple Intelligence to make a movie as his gift, as if the concept of a phone-made movie hasn't already been a feature for like a decade. Plus, isn't it just a little bit weird that all of these characters are not being great people? It makes it feel less like AI for the rest of us and more like AI for the worst of us. This is the tool for lying to your colleagues about having read an email that you haven't. And it's partly funny and cringe, especially when it's led to scenes like this, where Apple is actually just straight up getting told off by journalist Joanna Stern.
And so there is a real expectation that Siri should be as good, if not better, than the competition.
That motherfucker looked like he was finna straight up say some ostentatious ass shit. He was like motherfucker, that is the expectation.
That's
but it's not right now.
That's certainly our mission. Yeah, but that's our mission.
But this Apple Intelligence fluff up has also put Apple in probably the most critical condition they've been in for the last 10 years. Because this makes the iPhone 16s that were predicated on Apple Intelligence probably the most redundant upgrade ever. Apple's internal team organization has apparently fallen apart over this AI. But most concerningly, when you fall behind in artificial intelligence, it is very hard to catch up. Apple has no data to train a massive, powerful AI model on like Google do. And so unless they strike a very big deal with someone, or they change their stance on the way that they use customers' data to help train their AI, it's hard to see how they're not just going to fall even further behind. 6 out of 10. This one's even harder to wrap your head around. Although granted, not that hard to wrap around your head. Magic Leap, the mixed reality company who started work on essentially the precursor to the Apple Vision Pro headset, but in 2016, managed to hit a valuation of not millions, but $4.5 billion before they'd even released a single product. For years, they'd been just trickling out teaser footage, promising some seriously powerful technology, like the ability for simulated objects to appear behind real objects in space, rather than all being superimposed over the camera feed. And then a later demo, which was supposedly completely undoctored, also showed virtual light sources reflecting off of real objects, which that's a tall order. You can see why people were excited about this. I mean, you look at the front, there's sensors everywhere, and look at this headband. That is how you do adjustability right. And so the hype train was, well, full. Google became a major backer, AT&T became an investor and sole partner too in 2018. And that same year, the Magic Leap 1 was released through them in the US.
Oh Lord,
However,
look at that.
You know how no one talks about the Apple Vision Pro anymore? Because while it's hard to deny that the thing isn't a miracle piece of hardware, there's just nothing to do on it for an average user. Well, Magic Leap 1 was essentially that, but even more so. The hardware wasn't as much of a miracle, and the price certainly wasn't. This thing was $2,300, which is far too much considering that the software experience looked like a Temu version of the Vision Pro, and that the field of view was far too narrow to be able to make the experiences feel immersive. So, unlike the millions of units that the company was expecting and gearing up to sell, how many were bought? 6,000 in the first 6 months. It fell so far short of expectations that Magic Leap was apparently losing tens of millions of dollars per month. 1,000 employees were laid off, and the CEO himself even stepped down. But if you haven't yet got cringe lines permanently baked into your face at this point, then it's time to spill the tea. On Tea. Tea is an app which has all the intentions of a knight in shining armor to enhance women's safety while dating. But with all the execution of a drunk man jousting on a unicycle. It's a women's only app where those women can talk about, can rate, and can share stories about men that they've dated to highlight any red flags for other women who might be about to. You can probably start to see where the questions come in, because yes, the premise is to build an entire profile all about these guys, filled with intimate details like how they broke up, what their lesser traits are, anything about them that these women didn't like, without once asking for any kind of permission from the guys. It was creating, in some cases, as you can probably imagine, one of the most invasive forms of defamation, but just without the guys knowing that they'd been defamed. It does feel kind of dystopian that you could rock up to a first date knowing nothing about this person you're seeing, but she knows everything about you. Well, that did not seem to stop this app absolutely exploding in popularity in the US. It shot straight to #1 and hit around 6 million users according to the devs. But people on the internet, being understandably pissed, did what they always do. They took matters into their own hands. The Tea app was hacked, not once but twice. I mean, you can barely call it a hack because the security of the thing was so damn poor. And all information, including IDs and photos from over 70,000 women on the app, and even messages discussing abortions and cheating, were all completely exposed. The app is still going, but has just been hit with no less than 10 class action lawsuits from its somewhat understandably peeved users. But the funniest part of this saga is now an entirely new app has been made in response. Tea on Her. It is literally the one-to-one male equivalent of Tea. And that has now just started leaking user data too. It's almost like there's a moral to the story. Number 4 is so bad. So Builder AI was one of the most promising British startups of all time. It was a company that promised consumers who had zero coding experience the ability to create their own apps. All you'd have to do was simply tell the AI agent Natasha what you wanted, and she would just pump out the finished software in a few weeks, or even days. And I don't think I need to explain why this was a popular idea. They worked with Virgin, the BBC, they even became officially backed by Microsoft. This company was absolutely soaring with a valuation of $1.5 billion. But it turns out Natasha, in what can only be described as the biggest catfish of the century, was actually over 700 programmers sitting behind a curtain in an office in India. This truly was the Flintstones car of artificial intelligence.
Wow.
Technically, there was some AI at work, picking out the best templates to start the app development from. But there's just something so unbelievably awkward about claiming to have developed super intelligence, only for it to actually be 700 underpaid guys locked in a dark room furiously programming in secret. And that might not actually be the worst part. Because after the company was already exposed, a probe was launched into their sales, finding out that Builder AI had actually been claiming to be selling 4 times what they really were. And that this company already existed before as Engineer AI and had pulled the exact same trick there too. So investors obviously started dropping out like flies wanting their money back, and without the money, Builder pretty quickly ran dry and declared bankruptcy, and then was investigated by the authorities in both the UK and the US. 7 out of 10. And if they want some financial advice, I've got 700 guys in a closet called Amy they can talk to. How's this for cringe? A device originally intended for child tracking that then pivoted to becoming a games console when the company realized that no one wanted a child tracker, whose best-selling game ended up being Sticky Balls.
Back when all these great roads were built, some turned out straight as an arrow, others long and winding. Loaded up on switchbacks, hairpins, and breathtaking views, it's almost as if everyone knew we were coming. The X3, X5, and X7, proudly assembled in South Carolina at BMW's largest plant worldwide. Hurry in to lease the 2026 BMW.
Oh, jeez. That was music, damn it.
This is the Gizmondo, and it's honestly one of the most legendary cock-ups of all time. So the year was 2005, the year of the Titan Nintendo DS, but Swedish company Tiger Telematics thought that they could do better. God, it still looks like a child tracker. Okay, games, movies, music, messaging, camera. So this is a 0.3 megapixel VGA sensor. It's actually not as bad as that makes it sound. Oh, and then GPS, which is clearly a remnant of the child tracker this thing was originally meant to be. And if you're thinking these sound more like phone features, you'd be right. The thing also has cellular connectivity, allowing you to browse the web and send SMS texts with pictures, with even music and movies. And of course, we gotta try a game. I guess you could say it's kind of like Mario Kart, if, you know, your kart was one wheel. At least it runs at 60 FPS, that much I'll give it. How many games? 8 in total, which is already red flag number 1, considering the thing was $230. And that $230, by the way, was for the ad-supported tier of this console, which meant that companies were able to use your location, thanks to the GPS chip inside, and then target ads to you as you walked near their stores. And so if you then didn't want these companies invasively stalking your children, the thing was $400. Pony up, mum. And the marketing was absolutely ridiculous. Millions were spent on stunts like a celebrity party in one of London's top hotels. And then Gizmondo's CEO, Stefan Eriksson, even taking part in the famous 24 Hours of Le Mans race. Were they expecting either of these to be resonating with children? Just to make things worse, they then delayed the US release and announced a widescreen version of the thing before that release, which, I mean, what a fantastic way to make everyone that's already pre-ordered your normal console hate you. But here is where it just gets comical. Reports then started coming out in Swedish newspapers that Stefan Eriksson used to be the leader of a Swedish mafia group.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa.
Making the whole Le Mans race thing a relatively normal part of his personality by comparison. You know, we'd like to give some video game CEOs silly nicknames and imagine they're kind of mythological figures, like Reggie, the Reginator Fils-Ami. But this is real. Eriksson was literally known as Fat Steve and the banker in the criminal underworld. You can't make this stuff up. He actually served time in prison for car thefts and cocaine and arms deals, which is probably enough for anyone to rethink the GPS tracking ad-supported tier of the console. And it starts to make sense why the Nintendo DS sold 150 million units, Sony's PSP sold 80 million units, and this sold just 25,000, which put the company near $400 million in debt. Gizmondo Europe was liquidated in 2006, and almost like a final kill from the grave, the liquidators couldn't explain where half the money had gone. It had just disappeared without any documentation. But given the literal mafia involvement in the product, I think we have a pretty good idea where it went. 8 out of 10 failed. And speaking of organized crime, this one's actually kind of exciting because you may remember me doing an unboxing for this little guy about 5 years ago, the Escobar Fold 2. And then not too long after, the Escobar Gold 11 Pro. Essentially, Escobar Inc., the company responsible for managing the money of notorious drug lord Pablo Escobar, started selling these strange gold-covered phones at ridiculously low prices. The Fold 2 that I was sent cost $399, like a literal fraction of the asking price for any self-respecting foldable device at the time. And they were making some wild claims, like the fact that the phone was indestructible and that they were better than Samsung and that they were intending to sue Apple for cheating people by selling worthless phones. Only for the Escobar devices to arrive in reviewers' hands and for us to realize that in fact, of course, these were just Samsung phones with stickers on them and iPhones with a gold-colored backplate. But it gets a whole lot more devious because the reviewers are the only ones who received anything. All they sent to the other customers was a couple of bits of paper, intended solely to establish a mailing record, so that if anyone applied for a refund, they could tell the payment processors that the product had arrived and kept the money, which is just absolutely cartoonish, mustache-twirling villainy. Anyway, the reason that we're talking about this now is the guy behind the entire operation, Olof Gustafsson, has now been caught and has been charged with, get this, 1 count of conspiracy to commit wire fraud and mail fraud, 9 counts of wire fraud, 3 counts of mail fraud, 1 count of conspiracy to engage in money laundering, 41 counts of actually engaging in money laundering, 35 counts of international money laundering, and 25 counts of engaging in monetary transactions in property derived from specified unlawful activity. That has got to be one of the worst rap sheets in history. 9 out of 10. And because of it, he now faces up to 20 years in federal prison for each fraud charge and up to 10 years for each laundering count. And so even though he hasn't pleaded guilty to everything, it is quite easily a life sentence, plus up to $1.3 million in fines, which, knowing him, he will probably try to pay with strips of kitchen roll with dollar stickers on either side.
Digital Storm workstations are built for developers and researchers who demand serious performance. We create custom systems optimized for complex AI workflows like data processing and model training.
It's not very often that we have R&B singers appearing on this series. But then again, it's not very often that you get R&B singers trying to build a city. Yes, we're talking about Akon, who in 2018 announced that he wanted to build a real-life Wakanda in Senegal, Africa. A hyper-futuristic city based on modern technologies. Sounds pretty cool, right? And credit where credit's due, these plans do look like something straight out of a movie. If only in a completely ludicrous, imaginary SpaceX Mars colony kind of way. But still, it was meant to be self-powered and environmentally friendly. It would have luxury condos, a beachfront resort, office parks, a university, and a hospital, which he wanted to all be an hour flight, maybe 2, from anywhere in Africa. Which you'll know is quite the claim, if you've at all tried navigating the continent recently. But there was reason to take him seriously. Akon has delivered before. Like a few years prior, he did this whole Akon Lighting Africa campaign, installing streetlights and household solar systems and actually reaching 28.8 million people, which is probably why when it came to talking about Akon City, he managed to accrue astounding levels of funding. They got to a point where they had $4 billion worth of investors' money to play with. But this is Akon City. The skeleton of the visitor center is the entirety of what has been built 8 years after that announcement. Because the modern technologies that this city was supposed to be based on were the blockchain and Akon's own cryptocurrency. Close your ears. Acoin. It didn't help that the buildings he wanted to make were very difficult to construct. The fact that they had so much metal and massive windows which would effectively turn them into greenhouses in the Senegalese sun. And that even if they got around all of that, just the fact that they looked like, well, human parts. But I would say the crux of it was Acoin absolutely collapsing. It lost 99% of its value, because why wouldn't it? It didn't even mean anything. So like, what better way to kill a new economy before it's even started than for its currency to become worthless? It got to the point where the Senegalese government themselves had to step in and scrap the project entirely, leaving behind just a single half-built hut, a dead crypto coin, and an abandoned, very phallic vision of the future. 9 out of 10. What if there was a way to know something was a risky endeavor before taking it on? What if there was an AI-powered scam defense system that watches everything from your text, to your emails, to your WhatsApp, to your calls, and just flags the dodgy stuff before you end up on a tech fails video because you accidentally wired half your savings to the Escobars? Well, that is literally what Bitdefender's Scam Copilot is designed for. Let's say someone texts you a link saying your bank account is frozen. Copilot is the one making sure that it's not someone actually trying to steal your details. Someone calls from Microsoft support and asks to remotely take control of your PC. Copilot's there. It's making sure that they should be doing that. It's even got features like scam outbreak alerts. So if a new congratulations you've won an iPad wave is hitting your area, Bitdefender can tell you before your grandma accepts it. And with my special link below, you can get 90 days of Bitdefender's premium security completely free.
The actual journey of helping your hair, it is a lot easier than you'd think.
Hims definitely worked.
I didn't expect so much hair to come back.
I went to the Hims website. Within 10 minutes, I was talking to a provider.
I started to see results in the first 2 to 3 months. Even when I'm running and my hair is sweaty, I do not have to worry about what it looks like.
And I don't have a white shiny spot anymore. Start today at hims.com.
Okay. I did all that looking at it.
Druski's flavor, stud. I mean, could have been stud. I mean, could have been love. It's a conversion camp disguised as a dating show.
This is my first time kissing a man. Like, my mama is gonna be so proud of me. He took all the man out of me like it flew out of me. I was like, I'm going to heaven.
Congratulations. Jesus ain't do all his work in one day. I'm only one man trying to transition a woman.
Today's Negrospective is on Druski, the stud finder, and the nuance of cishet stud love on today's Foreign Friday.
It's a foreign man in a foreign land.
Druski kissed a stud for the first time.
Tonight we're gonna award Grizz with a special opportunity of a juicy smooch with the one and only Druski.
This is a clip from Druski's Could Have Been Love, or as I call it,
Could Have Been
Stud.
Come and put a little chapstick on y'all.
Could have been. Could have been.
I can't believe I'm about to pull this off.
What I'm about to do, I don't know what I'm about to do.
If God let this happen, hey, ain't no telling what I do.
Breathe, chat, breathe.
Introducing Gemini in Gmail, AI that thoughtfully summarizes conversations and helps craft professional responses so you can stay ahead of that never-ending inbox. Make emailing the easiest part of your day with Gemini for Google Workspace.
Don't miss this WNBA season. Watch live as rising stars become league legends. With game day features like key plays and more. YouTube TV. Try it free. Terms apply. Cancel anytime.
Jonnu Smith, what are you doing, dude? What are you doing, bud?
I ain't never kissed no stud, man.
Hold on. That's me, dog. That's my mood right here. These are reasonable reactions to this budget brand Odell Beckham Jr. named Druski creating a gay conversion camp, and you're letting this slide, bro.
Caleb, thank you so much. You will be the pastor at my wedding. Caleb, thank you so much.
The pastor at
like,
my
this is
wedding.
First time kissing a man. Like, my mama is gonna be so proud of me. Oh God. Took all the man out of me like it flew out of me.
Took
I was like,
all the man out of me.
Oh my God. I'm going to heaven.
Congratulations.
What?
Grizz, not only still in the competition, but going to heaven.
Y'all doing it differently.
You know, I think Druski liked it. I really do. I don't know why. He did fall on the ground, but I think he would fall on the ground because he was excited because I was his first stud that he ever kissed.
I don't want to transition them all.
This name HRTA. Because why he out here talking about he ain't trying to transition them all.
You know, Jesus ain't do all his work in one day. It's like chopping them down.
This compare himself to Jesus, so blasphemy. The stud say that now she going to heaven, homophobia times 10. This talking about transitioning studs like he's HRT itself. This budget brand, Odell Beckham Jr. here look like SpongeBob in Sandy's tree dome.
I need it.
It's like chopping them down. I'm only one man trying to transition a woman.
I don't lost myself at this house. I don't know what's going on with me. I'm different.
There's a lot to chop on this topic. You got a performative progressive aesthetic where Druski performs this faux woke love for studs, but it's actually just fetishization. You have the demonization of queerness not only by the straight folk, but you also have queer folk in the show demonizing queerness themselves. You also have the homophobic critique that if a man likes a mask-presenting woman, then he secretly wants men, which is chicharnery. The people that do critique this, unfortunately, end up falling into the very homophobic hole that they're trying their best to extricate themselves from. If you're a straight man and you like a mask-presenting woman, you're still liking women. I can up some more. You love trans women and use a straight man, you're still straight. It's okay. You could still be homophobic. Congratulations. And that's a homophobic critique that I've been seeing a lot when people engage with this, unfortunately. That basically they're trying to say that Druski, that he's DL. Him being interested in studs is not the problem. We're gonna get to the problem. It's about time we address this. But first, as a disclaimer, no queerphobia, no misogyny war. Because anytime we get in queer folk business, you got someone that have to act like the ass that Jesus ride to Jerusalem on. For the uninitiated, this is Druski right here. Druski blew up in the 2010s for skits so accurate to the experience that he parodied that it was surreal. Comedian Druski goes viral with controversial whiteface at NASCAR event. Honestly, big up Druski for this. He pissed white people off by stereotyping them rather than playing into black stereotypes, which we've seen from Guy Sinat and Speed as strategies to succeed, otherwise known as minstrelsy. Why is this controversial? It's actually not. White folks went red for this because they say if the races were reversed, it would be racist. Which, yes, because there's a historical precedent set for white people putting on shoe polish on their face and red lipstick on their lips to behave as black stereotypes, like lazy, unintelligent criminals. That's what blackface is. Whiteface is not real. It isn't real when Druski does it, and it wasn't real when Chappelle did as well, decades ago. I applaud Druski's portrayal of a Duck Dynasty watching, NASCAR loving white man, because he is abiding by two of my three principles of comedy, which is you don't punch down and you don't make fun of things that people can't control. Unfortunately, he doesn't always abide by those principles of comedy because he does shit like this. Girls with no house, no future, and a 9-to-5 job and be expecting to have this.
Hands up. I know that's right. He gonna get these bills paid.
Damn, I'm let me take you out.
Boy, you couldn't even afford me.
Your name is Shaquanda? Shaquanda, what a nigga gotta do to what you look for?
He gotta be a 7-figure nigga. I'm not with nobody less than 7 figures. Boy, this $1 million coochie.
So I said I had 3 principles of comedy, and the third one is don't play about black women. Yet it seems like it's a rite of passage for every sketch comedian, from King Bach back in the Vine days to damn Shane Dawson in the early YouTube days. It's almost like how back in the day, if you didn't have a sex scene inside your movie wasn't going. Parodying black women is the go-to for almost every comedian, no matter if they black, like Tyler Perry.
You put your hands on me, I'm gonna punch all that Spanish out
out your throat. You're gonna be talking straight up English.
When I saw you come in, I thought, I hope she's in my cell. Brownies for my brownie.
Tyler Perry's a misogyny warrior. Not just regular misogyny, but specifically black women targeted misogyny. I mean, his whole career is built off of playing a black woman who is violent. It's also some anti-fatness and some ableism inside there, of course. Mommy-like caricature of black women. He has been able to get to an echelon of success in Hollywood purely off of replicating minstrelsy and the mommification of black women. Mommy is a stereotype that goes back into transatlantic slave trade. If you ever seen Aunt Jemima, you will see it. This caricature of a black woman where they are normally taking care of white children. It's often this jolly, not worthy of bodily desire, heavy set. You have the black mommy, and then you also have the Jezebel, which is the lecherous siren of a black woman that tempts these innocent, doe-eyed white men oftentimes inside the office place. The only reason for the Jezebel's existence is to entice and tempt men from their good, God-fearing, feminine.
Don't try me like that. They be trying me, yo. You seen them try me, right? Shit crazy. Tried to fuck out your boy. No, we all on top of it. We on top of it.
White women partners. Olivia Pope is the perfect example, yes. You also see this from Eddie Murphy.
So romantic, if you carry me over the threshold like a little chocolate drop. Be delicate now. Put your back in. You ain't no man. Pathetic. People from the orphanage and now they're taking other orphans to Raging Water, so they asked me to come in.
This is almost too on the nose. You have her chewing gum, over-exaggerated features like the nose, the lips. You have black women that would have coily, thick hair, 4C hair, but specifically it's pushed back. It's supposed to be unflattering.
To the community, so I'm trying to, do my part. Little Miss Skinny gonna be there? Oh, you mean Miss Ling Ling? Now, you know damn well I ain't talking about no Miss Ling Ling. I'm talking about Miss Thang Thang from that picnic. Oh, wait, I think I remember now. The girl with she had the foreign name.
It's just very over the top. Like, you got the hair jives and everything. Tyler Perry, Eddie Murphy doing that as black men, basically making an industry out of parroting black women, humiliating black women. But we've also indirectly given permission for white men to do that too. Lest we forget Andrew Schultz's disparaging joke about the black girlfriend effect and black women with James and Fuhad from Shits and Gigs.
What is the black girlfriend effect? This
you don't know about this?
Glow up the other culture.
Yeah, so you'll see a guy who's had a black girlfriend, all of a sudden he's got buzz cut, like clean shape up. Glows up, bro.
Yeah, I like that. I like that. They shave their hair because they start losing it. Because they're so stressed being around this black girl complaining about shit.
And this is important because you have, yet again, black men giving license to white people to also bond over misogynoir, because in this moment, they're not black men, they're just men. And what are they doing? They're bonding as men over the shared humiliation of women, specifically black women.
That's why they gotta shave their hair.
Nah, bro, white guys with black girlfriends, they
grow
step,
a beard
they step
because
their dick
there's
up.
more cushion when they get slapped.
Just doubling over for a white man with literally a very Aryan mustache and haircut. And I mean, you had Charlemagne who platformed this man. I owe Charlemagne a very hard time. Very inclement weather for Charlemagne in the foreign land. But you had white men like Andrew Schultz doing this. You also had Dane Cook. That's a name you ain't hear in a while. Dane Cook shouts out Vanessa Hudgens at Teen Choice Awards in 2009. Y'all ain't remember Dane Cook. The North remembers Dane Cook.
Can I before I do the Choice Hotties, can I just say what everybody in this room is thinking, but nobody has said?
Nobody was thinking this, actually. No, what he's about to say, nobody was thinking this. Just him.
Where's Vanessa Hudgens?
You can see this gal scared.
Girl, you got to keep your clothes on. Phones are for phone calls, girl.
I think he was talking about her nudes being leaked, which is just wild. Y'all was letting white men like this and the from Zoe 101, Logan from Zoe 101. Y'all was letting like this have the time of their life. The focal point of the comedy is yet again pirating black women, which brings us back to Druski. I'm not impugning Druski's talent for imitating and communicating niche experiences because it takes a keen eye. I'll give him that. It takes a keen eye to observe someone and translate their experience into comedy. But instead of appreciating these cultures, Druski appropriates and reduces it into an object, which is a trend you will see in his stud comedy skits. But this cultural insensitivity doesn't necessarily stop here. Every nail salon has a nail tech like this.
Oh my God! Let go! I do both now. Come. Ah! Oh, mana to hả? Yes. To hả? Tiếng. Hot. Tâm ta hả? Hai ngày. Em còn em 2 ngày.
Đúng rồi đấy. Đúng rồi.
Đó. Đăng em một. Đăng em một.
Ghê quá. Chăm gì đâu mà thích quá.
Muốn 봐요. 넌 동해. 동해. 말해. 바깥에 쌤네. 다른 사람네. 몸이 쓰자. Tension.
And I want like a little sunflower right here.
Để cái đang
rồi còn đi làm cho nó đi, trời ơi, cái tay thì xấu đi nữa thấy chưa? Cái đi đa là mò.
Woke aside, I legit had my mani pedi done by a Vietnamese man. Shout out Ming. That's it. Wrong messenger. This bastardized, I don't even know Asia sent. The gibberish, it sounded like a Yellow Man song.
You can't tell me that ain't funny though, man. That's funny, man. I don't see what the problem is.
Especially given like the mutual racial bias between the black and Asian community, where you got Speed telling random Chinese men to say konnichiwa, and you got people saying that Chinese food got dog in it. Then you got Asian folk doing literal blackface, taking pics in your face when you go to China if you're black. It's a mutual racial prejudice between us due to white supremacy, sowing dissension in our communities and deputizing Asian folks as model minorities. All that to say, you don't punch down, and if you're going to punch laterally, punch very lightly, if at all, because at that point that's friendly fire. By him bringing Asian folk into his skit, so he's bringing them along as accomplices in his crimes. Historically, black and Asian folks have also had like a lot of times a solidarity. Black and Asian folks fought side by side for their own enfranchisement a lot of the time. It's unfortunate that those instances get obscured by shit like this. By bringing Asian folks in the skit, he's trying to say, as a defense, it ain't Asian-phobic. There's Asian folks in here, and they're fine with it. So everybody else should be fine with it as well. But this is friendly fire. And unfortunately, the fire extends to his own race as well. The moment Kai Cenat heard Druski on Justin Bieber's new album.
Next one is called Soulful, featuring Druski.
This album kind of sound, you got some soul on this album too. You played that last song, I said, damn, you got a little, hey, I'm telling you, you more than 2%. On this album right here, I can hear the soul.
Thank you.
Your
Not enough money could make me tell a white man that he more than 2% black because he making, or more importantly, stealing R&B, essentially watering it down so that it could be played in the airport. You hear the thank you too, right? You hear the really sort. Thank you. No, you're too kind. Thank you.
soul is black. Your skin white, but your soul black, Justin.
You know, okay, look at this man's face blood. Yes, we are listening to him glaze a white man. And then the white man put it on his album as social proof. Instead of the parental advisory sticker on the front, he should put approved. You know how shook your jive gotta be for Kai Cenat to cringe? You granting this man who sported white locks that look like the Grinch flicking finger. Let me find this shit real quick. Hold on. Justin Bieber locks. This what we dealing with, chat. This is the man that you giving approvals. You could tell this man who been profiting off of his adjacency to blackness ever since Usher introduced him to us. You can invite him to the cookout. Because last I checked, the cookout closed until further notice. That's why you have white people not only stealing AAVE, but also butchering it in the process.
I'm a dad, I'm a husband. You're not getting it. It's not clocking to you. It's not clocking to you that I'm standing on business, is it?
Let me turn off the AC. These are the deleterious effects of not gatekeeping culture, because not many people can appreciate. They can only appropriate. And appropriate in this case is objectifying and fetishizing the culture. That is what cultural appropriation really is, you know. It is to render something that is not yours unto you. And that's what you do when you objectify something. You can own an object. And fetishization is the humanization as you take ownership of someone or something. It ain't clocking to you. When you appropriate a culture, you reduce it, you flatten it to flatter yourself. It becomes an accessory, it becomes an object to you, it becomes Paris Hilton's dog inside her purse. That's how you get AAVE that sound like Black GBT wrote it. That's how you get AAVE that sounds like Simlish. You need to put a flicking green diamond over this man's head. And it's also how you get, bringing me to Druski, stud love. Or should I say, stud sexualization. There are some people that probably have PTSD just from seeing this. What is this, you ask? This isn't just Druski sexualizing studs. This is a genre, a social phenomena amongst us cis-het mandem that has some nuance to it that we're about to get into. But first, you gotta see this.
Why are you talking to
That's a blooper hoodie? That's what you want? You want me this is in the front or the back? Which one? What you doing this weekend?
Having a Christmas
Trying to
party.
do dinner or something? You like your haircut? Kind of cute. You see? Smile.
This man pinching this grown person's cheeks.
Oh, my bad. So, I know you like your edge up straight. So, is that the way you gonna go today?
Yep.
Oh, so you like men again?
What did I do with my edges?
Oh.
So first off, I really wish I had one of my stud friends present for this, but schedule conflicts and whatnot. I appreciate all of the mask presenting, women loving women folks in the chat, folks that can most relate to this experience. I even tried to reach out to some black stud creators, Bitnia, Bittnia, who I highly recommend you all watch actually. However, it's important that a black cishet man discuss this, because this isn't us in gay business, since cishet mandem are literally fetishizing queer folk in this way. Cishet mandem fetishizing queer women in this way is cishet man business. Just like I don't need to be having a dialogue with white supremacists so they can understand racial injustice, and the white folk them need to actually have their equivalent of a cookout. I don't know, a brunch. Lilo say a clan meeting is mad. They need to have that so that they can get their shit together, because that don't have to do with us. That's a white supremacy issue. It's the same thing here. There's a trend of content where black men, cishet black men, sexualize mask presenting women who are framed to be gay or women loving women.
Damn, they done brought me another stud, bro.
Nah, nigga, we ain't going with none of that shit.
You know you my type.
Not, you know you my type. That's hilarious. Sorry, y'all. I'm over here trying to get these parlays together too.
Yeah, you cute and aggressive. Well, that's hot as hell. I said, you mind if I take my shirt off?
What you taking the shirt off for?
I'm just saying, like.
Nigga, I don't give a fuck about you being hot. You better sweat.
No, I'm finna take this shit out right now. Come on. This shit feel familiar?
This shit good.
It feel good?
Yeah.
Like you had it before, huh?
Even if it's staged, this is not the representation that we need. I'm not talking about respectability politics in this regard. Like, I'm not saying that black studs have to be a particular way or men that are attracted to mask presenting women have to be a particular way, but turning suds experiences of being harassed in barbershops into skits is corny, especially because it actually happens. In barbershops, the taint of black experiences a lot of the time, in barbershops, those conversations could get extremely vitriolic and oftentimes very queerphobic. So to be a black stud in the barbershop is a very harrowing experience. This will end up being used as weapon fodder for folks who don't interact with black studs, who don't have any frame of reference for black studs beyond these videos.
Thank you, G. Look, all the other guys are probably on some.
This is one of the most iconic representations of black studs in media, period. This is an adult film, but let that sink in. Most men that I know would easier recognize this actress as a stud before Samira Wiley. You talk to most straight men, they know thick-ass Daphne and they don't know Samira. And that speaks to the simultaneous black mask presenting women erasure, as well as the masculinization of non-mask presenting dark-skinned black women. Because dark-skinned black women are masculinized by default. It's almost like trans mask erasure in general. You probably can't name me many popular trans mask folks in general in the public zeitgeist. I mean, even on YouTube, you got Jamie Dodger, and then you got Swolesome, you have Buck Angel. A lot of cishet men don't have reference points for black queer folk, period. A lot of this is by design. So this portrayal of a stud being turned out, because that's what happens in the adult film, and that's a scenario of fantasy. It contributes to this idea that we have as cishet men, that queer women that are only attractive specifically are actually just women who haven't found the right pipe yet. Men don't take lesbians seriously. There's a movie on Tubi called Turned Out where a gay woman does the same thing to a straight woman. I'm sure it's directed by a man. Our frame of reference is so limited because there's absolute erasure of black queerness in public life. You will find that a lot of cishet men don't know, just simply don't know. They don't have black studs in their life. So they will think that it's just a farce, that these are just women that have not had a sexual experience with the right man.
Daphne's stud video was a career-defining moment. She put on a full showcase of what she can do. It was so well acted, people today thought it was real. It propelled her to all-star status, and she is still in the conversation for top throat goat today.
I know that this is satire, right? Like, I know that this guy who breaks down adult films like ESPN is satire, but the impact of this piece of media is real. I'm actually for people breaking it down, or more so treating adult film as an industry with the same level of scholarship as we do traditional media. I genuinely do think that we need to have more breakdowns of adult film, because adult film actresses are actors. We need to take it seriously because the effects are real. The effects, the way that we internalize all of this is real, and it's a very underserved media analysis genre. We need to begin to take adult film media and its impact societally the same way how we look at movies and how movies shape the zeitgeist. Because I do believe that this was an entry point for a lot of straight men into fetishizing studs. I think that you have some men that probably have not encountered studs sexually. It's almost like reading books in a way where the experience is a gateway into things that you will not experience in your own corporeal form. When I did that video about forced feminization of white men on the Foreign Man channel, what I found most interesting about that is the fact that some trans folk, the only way that they can engage with being trans and transness in general as an experience is unfortunately through adult film. Sometimes that's the only time that it's safe in some places for trans folk to be out and to be visible. The breaking of the egg for like some trans folk is adult film. Imagine if your life is only seen or represented in media as fantasy. So yeah, you're right. Like, for folks who just see this as a fantasy and like they actually don't want to engage with black studs and everything like that, is actually even more dystopian, because that means that that person only sees this valid experience of people as a fantasy. as fake. That's the same way that you have conservatives and whatnot speaking about trans folk as a mental anomaly, as someone that's just going through something. So fantasy is dehumanization. But unfortunately, some folks who are fantasizing might be the only way that they could fantasize their way into reality. If your consumption of a culture is just via Spank Bang and X videos, then how can you truly appreciate the human being beyond the boundaries of bodily desire? It's the same with fetishizing black men. If you only consume black men through BBC content, through criminal content, rap songs where we glorify our demise, all of that is sparking the same synapses in the brain. Fear is a fetish. There's not much difference between being afraid of me and fetishizing me at the same time. That's what taboo is. There's a sexual aspect to fear. That's what CNC, consensual non-consent, and BDSM, that's what that is. There's a fear element to it. The difference is the consent, however, in the cases of studs only being seen as sexual objects, right? They can't give consent because objects don't have agency. And that brings me, Druski explains why he likes studs.
You are into studs. Whatever it comes with, I'm just into women that can take things serious.
So with
the majority of the time, they dress like men. They're women. I think it's just something that I like a woman that can be serious about.
I noticed that the woman here is also a mechanism of comedy for him right now. Druski joking about this, which is a problem in itself. But it's interesting that the joke is a woman that dresses like a man is a serious woman. There's always a bit of truth in a joke. That's how you get a trend of women that want to be taken seriously in the workplace, wearing pantsuits like Margaret Thatcher and Hillary Clinton.
They dress like men. They're women. I think it's just something that I like a woman that can be serious about. Damn, okay.
You like studs though?
Yeah.
Hey.
Well, I also.
Nah, you like studs.
Yeah. Thank you. What's your name?
New this season, NFL Sunday Ticket month to
I'm Jordy.
Jordy.
Yeah.
Basically, they're all mechanisms inside his world, inside his comedic world. The women inside his comedic world are simply just mechanisms for comedy. They're not people. You see how he's interacting with Funny Marco as a person. He's not interacting with Jordy as a actual person. She's a mechanism to contrast to the assertion that he just made about him liking studs. That's why Funny Marco, not very funny, but Funny Marco is saying, oh, don't engage with him. He just likes studs. She's not supposed to engage with someone if they're not sexual opportunities. We do have a Jordy in the chat. It's ain't the same Jordy, right? Oh, this is you for real? Y'all respect people's privacy and be normal. Straight to jail, Jordy. Straight to jail. Okay, y'all don't beat up on Jordy for lying now. Druski makes jokes about damn near everyone and everything. But the stud fetish has endured as a bit too much. Druski speaks on his love for studs on The Breakfast Club.
One thing I do appreciate about you, Druski, is how you show love to studs, man. We don't have enough appreciation for studs.
Straight up.
And never have. What made you start showing studs the love you do?
Well, studs, people don't understand that studs have an appealing touch. Truthfully, you can share clothes with them. Okay. You could vibe with them. Sometimes they could be a bro. When you hanging out with a girl and you be like, damn, I feel like I can't express my feelings to her because she gonna think I'm weak. Studs, they understand that. They got periods, bro.
Oh, God, blood. You notice how black women are always turned into therapists inside every piece of media that you watch? Druski is only talking about the way in which a stud can benefit his life. Now it gives me a place to express my emotional feelings. It's not necessarily about...
I don't think he understands what he meant by that. Because, Druski's from Atlanta just like I am, man. Women out here are pretty rough and brutish. Having a woman that understands women but able to interpret the man side of things because they're going through the dating aspect as a man or in a masculine way is valuable for a man that doesn't understand what women got going on at all. It's not so much about him using them as therapists, is using them as commonality. You date black women, I date black women, but you're a black woman too, so you would understand where they're coming from a little bit better than I would, especially when in a dating aspect and you're coming at it from a masculine standpoint. It's not always like you're trying to make it
Gets to
seem like he
understand
just out
a
here.
very underrepresented viewpoint and perspective of life. It's just like, nah, they got periods, so they are more emotional, so I could, talk about my emotions with them. What's more interesting is the fact that he don't necessarily say that he could do that to non-mask presenting women, because in this case, they're sexual objects. Outright, they're sexual objects. You can't express your emotions to the sexual objects because then they might not let you sexually objectify
just
them.
interpreting
But
things
more
how he wants
importantly,
to.
this is how we get into performative progressive aesthetic. Because on the surface, it may seem like Druski is pro-LGBTQIA+, that he can't be homophobic because he's humanizing studs with love. And even more so, he's saying that they could be a bro, which is something that you don't see, unfortunately. And there's a reason for that. There's a reason why you don't see many men with stud best friends. There's a reason you don't see the role reversal of a girl having a gay best friend. And the reason why you don't see many men with stud best friends is because of this very thing. Men see women as objects. And you being a mask presenting woman.
What?
Creating custom.
That didn't seem like 1 + 2 = 3. That sounded like he was just coming up with some shit, and putting it together and throwing it on top of Druski's head.
Save you from objectification. What? There are some people that think, oh, if I just make myself unattractive, if I wear the baggiest dress, if I keep my hair disheveled, if I cover up, then that means that I won't get the attraction from particular men. No, it don't matter. These will sexualize an ankle. Being mask presenting, if you're trying to avoid the male gaze, does not help. Be yourself. If you want to dress how you want to dress, if you want to throw some ass, you also don't want niggas to objectify, it don't matter because they was going to do it anyway, whether you shake ass or not. The reason why you don't see men with studs as friends is because they keep on trying to have sex with them. I mean, not to say that you can't have sex with your friends. I'm talking about that genuine.
I mean, that's generally not true. I mean, I have a stud friend, but I'm not going to lie to you. It is that situation. But I met her when she was still a girl and she was actively trying to date dudes. So now that I see her as a complete dude, it just seems a little weird to me. That's all. At one point in time, we were trying to hucklebuck. So when I see you popping up talking about some, hey bro, what's going on? I'm still looking at you like the big titty chick that I met when I first met you. A lot of times that's probably what it is. But like, if I met a chick, I actually have a homegirl that I met as a stud back in high school, and she's still cool to this day. We tight as a motherfucker. Birthdays right next to each other and shit. Yeah. I ain't never tried her, but I mean, she ain't no best friend because studs tend to hang out in the LGBTQ community, and they don't deal with the gay dudes, but they ain't mad about trans and stuff like that. And I'm not hanging out with trans people on a regular basis. Well, I'm not, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not finna put myself in that boat. But I mean, if I got a stud friend that I see when I'm out and about, I'm gonna kick it with my stud friend. I ain't tripping. Or lesbian friend or whatever like that. I mean, that ain't no big deal.
Genuinely don't want anything from this except for the sexual experience.
So it's like talking to your homeboy, but with like feelings.
It's like talking to a homie, but you can also hit on the side if she with it. You never know. Sometimes the studs, they be sneak dicking.
My God.
The studs, they don't tell y'all that. That's what I'm saying. They don't tell y'all that. Studs be sneaking.
There's a whole group of people that are like...
Yeah, it's called sneak dicking. It's a whole thing. It's a term. They call it sneak dicking.
This brings us to his series, Could Have Been Stud. Flavor of stud, bro. I don't know why this person actually has a whole balaclava on. Dog really do look like a sea urchin.
I've never seen this many studs together. Y'all period's gonna sync up. Y'all gonna fuck around, that period gonna start syncing up.
He done start. He ain't even give me a second.
Oh, it's Mr.
JM.
What JM stand for? Jessica?
Jessica, yeah, you got it.
Y'all always be stuck in the middle with it. I still hit that little shit too.
Oh God. I do think it was potentially like uncomfortable laughter. It's almost the same as like when you had Jay Galore, when Druski yet again, when he was engaging with her, right?
That was a little.
Go ahead and take your blindfold off.
All right, but...
Why you quiet?
Nah, I'm just in shock.
What you ain't talking about?
Damn, it's just.
What's the problem?
Nah, I'm good. I'm just.
I don't like the silence. It's scaring me. Like,
Nah. I f with it. I like lace red. I like
nails, nails.
Hell yeah.
Like, what's going on?
Some of the features kind of.
Wait, what the fuck?
What's going on?
Nah, it's just.
Hands. What you mean the features, Brody?
Nah, she like when I felt the hands, I ain't get to see them. Why they said jawline?
Wait, whoa.
What the? Nah.
No.
100%.
See, that's an Atlanta thing, man. That's an Atlanta thing. You got to completely separate yourself away from those before you be turned into one of the fucking trans DL touchers. You know what I'm saying? Nobody want to be able to download trans toucher. Nobody wants to do that, especially in Atlanta, man. When everybody's already speculated to be doing it. Fuck that. That's lame as fuck.
Where you're basically laughing because in this situation, you feel like you're supposed to. This is getting back to the performative progressivism. People may think that Druski performing Desire, and he is performing this. He could have flirted with the studs off camera if he really wanted to, but he's performing Desire here. Some folks may think means he has love for studs, but he doesn't. He's fetishizing them. Fetishization is not love. The fact that he said he'd still hit shows you the core of the fetish. He's obsessed with recentering himself sexually no matter what. Even menstruation becomes a setup for his ego. Yeah, he's always talking about it. Fetishization is not love. I want to drive that home. Love is between human beings that are equal. Fetishization implies a hierarchy. One class over another class. You can't love an object. You don't love it, you own it. Love is between equals.
Be stuck in the middle with it. I still hit that little shit too. I still hit it too. You throw it at me, I'ma catch it.
She thinks she my whole time she a lick. This shit is enough to buy me some bricks. Come through shooting, glah.
Oh, he good. He good.
Tonight you seem special, and so I thought that I should let you show me how you dance moves.
My bad. Y'all got a little thing going on. Boys to men. He good, and he good. I fuck with all y'all niggas. You good, nigga. Y'all need to stop hanging out together because y'all periods really gonna sync up. For real. All right.
He keeps doing it. He keeps referencing a period. I assume he's misgendering them, but at this point, I don't even. Why call them boys and then break up period? Maybe he's acknowledging trans mass. Spoiler, he's not.
Come sit on daddy lap.
I'll beat your ass, see, I ain't gonna lie.
That was a test.
Notice the infantilization. It's almost the same way how you had this shit is what you do to kids. This right here, telling a grown person, come sit on daddy's lap, is the infantilization that you get. This is a humiliation ritual.
I ain't gonna lie.
I mean, I understand that it's sexual. That's sexual, but I wouldn't say that's infantilism. It's a love show.
That is Rick Ross. I didn't know that. What is Rick put Molly in a drink? She didn't even know it. Ross doing here.
That was a test. My bad, bro. My bad, bro. Hey, lock in.
Stop playing. Yeah.
Do you want to pay max for a used car?
I'm talking about smack that damn hand out the hand, boy.
Weight room.
Yeah.
This is humiliating.
Druski has chosen for you Daddy Yankee.
Daddy Yankee. Yeah. Little stud love right there.
I was a little nervous because I didn't know what the to expect. But at the same time, I feel like everything played out cool, you know. Druski, I'm waiting for you, baby. Stop playing with me.
Get your ass in there.
Chosen for you is Switcheroo.
It should have been
not Switcheroo, man. You might as well call yourself Transformer.
beef.
What the
reason why I chose switcheroo, you know, you could do both. You got the little stud stem, and I like that about you.
This nigga said STEM, like science, technology.
Because we don't know which way you
don't know the you don't know the words if you ain't gonna get them.
Yeah, little switcheroo.
It's a feminine stud.
All right, go ahead, switch.
Lady that will be with us this evening, Deja.
Oh, that's me, Deja. Period. That's me.
Deja.
Period.
They
Thank
say
you,
that in the black community, it's pronounced Deja.
Deja is how they say it.
Yeah.
I want to hear my nickname though.
Oh yeah.
Deja, your nickname, Meatball.
Does she go by that outside of the show? Or did this white man just call a black woman Meatball? Like the character from Aqua Teen Hunger Force. Yeah, bro, that's Meatball. We know Meatball. Who know Meatball? I don't know Meatball. Okay, she goes by it. Okay, never mind. Scratch it from the record. You have a straight man sexualizing studs. And whether they are actually mask-presenting lesbians or simply mask-presenting straight women, we don't know. But that doesn't change the damage of the media being made as it's framing an already marginalized experience a way that is extremely dehumanizing. There's not enough black mask.
Bruh, this is a comedy dating show. Why is he taking this as just like a cultural phenomenon that needs to be broken down and dissected because it's propagating marginalization? The fuck is he talking about? See, man, that's some black British folks, man. They ain't got nothing going on over there on their side of the pond. So they just coming up with shit to say.
You have this performance of queer folk parading their queerness that would only fit on the Zeus network, as it reminds me of the Aaron the Plumber and Bree saga.
We in here talking about.
Hello, good morning.
What's up, buddy?
Hey, Queen. What's up? How'd you sleep?
What's up, sir? Who you talking to?
Hey, Queen.
Talking about some Queen.
You gonna be yourself today?
So this is Bree. Not all skin folk is kinfolk, and some queer folk aren't necessarily allies to their own queerness. Pick-meshers come in all shapes and sizes, exactly. Because you will have Bree antagonizing Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Aaron the Plumber. You will have her weaponizing her own queerness.
So like you can talk shit about him, but he can't talk shit about people that he don't like.
You know what I'm saying? What?
See what I'm saying?
What's up?
To brandish a trans flag and wield a parody of transness in the same breath.
Hey man, you better watch how you talking to me, man, for real.
What's the hostility?
What you mean the hostility? You a man, right?
A trans.
Aaron, you keep calling me a man. You had to bring the man out. Now the man's here.
Did you care about that when you were trying to kiss me?
Trying to kiss you? Man,
Aaron.
The boys, the girls, they're fighting.
Yeah.
Yeah, how them thumpers feel?
Oh, my wait.
On me, you felt thumped.
My face looks good.
Yeah, no it don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, you hurt.
There you go.
Don't hurt, man.
It's honestly a travesty of transness. It's misogynoir. It's also Bree using the perceived masculinity of herself and basically using that to emasculate Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. You have all of that playing at the same time as a means to drive up the engagement of the Zeus network. And that brings you back to could have been stud. Druski shocked after Saucy Santana falls for a stud mid-performance.
Hey, baby daddy. Chocolate?
Yes.
I don't care. I like it. She's sexy, but she gangster.
Yeah, producer turned rapper, yeah, that shit kinda flossy. Brown skin, thick bitch, yeah, I call that bitch saucy. How you feeling? I'm doing the bending tonight.
No,
yeah.
not me.
Yes, you, nigga, I'm not playing. You keep talking that shit, listen to what I'm saying. Saucy baby, when I see you, I almost passed out. Come here, lay down and put it in your...
In the words of Marvin Gaye, was carrying on. The last time I remember seeing Saucy participating in the humiliation ritual of queer folk by employing homophobia his damn self. Like this. Saucy Santana and DJ Academics had gotten into it a while back. And then Saucy Santana clapped back at DJ Academics. And guess how Saucy did that?
And after I beat you, I'm gonna you on your ass because you a ass. That's what we do to you.
That's what Dog said. Something that would probably be said towards him in a very derogatory way, which is, yet again, may less say, he is weaponizing against Cockademics. There's no way that you can get me to side with Cockademics. I don't want to have to defend this nigga,
he got an issue with all the black
is not
men.
funny, because SA is not funny.
I'm cool off you now, bro. I'm cool off you now, bro. You got an issue with all of the black people, but with all the black dudes. but he gonna just say whatever he want to say whenever the hell he wants to
Digital
about all that
workstations
shit.
are built for developers and researchers who demand serious performance. We create custom systems optimized for complex AI workflows like data processing and model training.
Let's go, Pitt.
Bitly can generate QR codes like this, and they have a variety of different looks and styles. You can customize it to match your brand vibe, from colors to actually how it looks. And
Get the shit out of my face.
If you came home and I was in your pool, what would you say? Be honest.
I'm calling the police.
I'm calling the
No offense
police.
to you. You look good, right? Body's tea, all that. But I'm calling the police.
I'm calling the
I don't
police.
want them problems.
Guys, could we wait until Monday?
Bullshit! Bullshit! I'm being treated like a black person right now.
Oh. I'm getting treated like a black person right now.
Wait. I'm being treated like a black person right now. I don't know about that, bro. They got you strapped up to that gurney. We don't get that type of treatment.
Attention! Everyone! I have a question. Alina Kenny, will you go to prom with me?
That was bold. That was bold.
Wait, what he said?
I don't know what type of lunchroom y'all got, where y'all got a upstairs and a down. But that was bold. I hope she say yes, because if she don't... I'm sorry. Hey, listen, boy. Listen, my boy, shoot or shoot. Shoot or shoot, man.
Shoot or shoot.
You was shooting from
You
Steph
are.
Curry range right there, but shoot or shoot. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
I got a question.
Shoot
Why
or
does
shoot.
men be so offended when you ask them for money? I do not get that. That just indicates you're broke.
Let me ask
No,
you
it
a
don't.
question. If you asking for money, what does that make you? I thought the people asking for money was usually the broke one. You don't see how you're contradicting yourself? I'm asking you for money. You refuse to give me the money, so I'm gonna call you broke. I want you to buy me shit that I can't afford myself. I'm calling you broke. It just doesn't make any sense.
I just found out my own cousin. Because my mom, uncle, sister, daughter is me. So now I gotta sit back and rethink my whole entire life. Because, like, who am I? I just found out I'm my own cousin. Because my mom, uncle, sister, daughter is me. So now I gotta sit back and rethink my whole entire life. Because, like, who am I?
What?
I just ordered me some food. I'm kind of losing my last brain cell in this car because I just want to know.
I want to know too.
I want to know
What is
how
that?
I've been sitting here eating this meat and I noticed a row of teeth in my shit. And that ain't it.
What else is there?
They got the top and bottom jaw in my shit.
Oh.
I just sat here and ate this food and bit into somebody's molar. And I'm saying somebody because I don't know if this is an animal or a mother human in this bowl of meat. Am I a cannibal? That is a carnivore? What the f is the word? What is going on? What's going on, honestly? A row of teeth?
You might have just solved the crime, baby. Did you bring it to the police? Somebody in that restaurant might have caught a body and used it as a special ingredients in your stew. I would lose my mind
In
if I
your
seen some
stew.
shit like that. Now, I ain't gonna lie, animals have teeth also, so it could be an animal. But what if it's not?
I was at my St. apartment and he was brushing his teeth to get ready for bed and I was like, oh hey, can I get a t-shirt? And he was like, oh, are you sleeping over? And I was like, yeah, I always sleep over. And he's like, okay, but like I have to give you a heads up, I have a date in the morning. And I'm like, okay. And he's like, so like are you gonna get upset if I'm getting ready for my date while you're still here in the morning? And I was like, what time's your date? He was like 11. I was like, I have a Pilates class in your neighborhood at 10. That's like the main reason that I came over here tonight. And he was like, okay, are you upset with me now? And I was like, I'm not upset with you. He was like, but like, you seem upset. And I was like, why are you worried if I'm upset with you? We're not dating. Like, you're allowed to go on dates. And then he was like, why are you acting like this? And I was like, acting like what? He was like, why are you acting so nonchalant? And I was like, what do you want me to do? Like, genuinely, what do you want me to do? Do you want me to start crying because you have a date tomorrow and I already know what this is? I was at my sneaky link's apartment and he was brushing his teeth to get ready.
You see, where you messed up at, my brother, is you told her that you had a date. Right? What you were supposed to do is
say I got something to do.
Over, wake up and kick her out. She gotta see you going on a date. Like you gotta wake her up dressed, smelling good.
Right.
What are you all dressed up for?
Oh, I got a date.
Excuse me?
Kicking her out sounds harsh, but that's where you gonna see how she really feel. Now, she might stand on her 10 toes and not call you back because of the embarrassment. Or she might call you back.
That's
she can't believe you just picked another young lady over her. It sounds to me like he don't want to be the sneaky link no more. He want to see if you got some feelings for him. Did she just season some dookie? Did I react to this before? I know I've seen this before, but I didn't realize that she seasoned the dookie. Oh my God. What is that?
Is your current phone starting to feel old? We've got your back with Pixel 10 Pro. Trade in today and save big on GoogleStore.com.
This is how y'all know I played in college. Fucking Weeboys.
Tamarindo. Oh, this tamarind. Why she made the tamarind look like that? Have any of y'all ever had tamarind before? So, in Grenada, we eat tamarind balls.
Pause, Granddad.
In America, they say they're gonna get that switch. That tamarind branch is crazy. That tamarind branch is probably the closest thing to a whip. It's like when you get hit with that shit, it's like it stick to your back.
What kind of dog is that?
It's a lap dog.
Oh.
Oh, this is a real video. I thought it was AI.
It's a what?
Eurasian eagle owl.
Oh.
This is Michael.
Hi, Michael.
It's okay, baby.
Hey, buddy.
No.
This AI shit's so dangerous. On one hand, it is helping out a lot. If you don't know certain questions, AI's gonna help you answer them. On ChatGPT could answer everything. But these videos, man, these videos is getting better and better every day. You can't tell what's real or what's fake. Eventually, people are gonna be staging crime scenes with AI. Folks is gonna commit crime and then create videos duplicating the crime and putting somebody else as the suspect. And now you can't tell which one is real or fake.
It just don't make no sense to me. And I'm from the hood too, but you telling me you ready to do 20 to life, but you just can't do 8 hours at work. Like, it's just beneath you. It just don't make...
I've had this speech with so many people, it's crazy. Out of all of them, I only know one person that was actually moving weight. Got arrested dead. He not even here no more. I only know one person that was actually moving weight. Everybody else, what they was doing was equivalent to having a minimum wage job. My take on the whole situation is, nigga, why don't you get a job? You rather risk your freedom to make the same amount that you would make if you worked at Chick-fil-A? If you worked at Burger King? Okay, you don't want to work at them places? Go get you a factory job and make a little bit more. Nah, bro. I'm out here in the trap. Like, I ain't even trying to do all that. That shit for suckers. That you saying some lame shit right now. It's lame to get a job? And this is me quoting some shit that somebody actually said to me. Getting a job is lame? So you out here barely making $300 a week. Police know y'all ain't here doing this dirt. You know all of this, but you still rather do this shit than go get a job. You that dedicated to ignorance. Let me ask you a question. Why are you like this? Huh? You come here, you watch my videos, you get your laugh on. I ask you to subscribe and you ain't gonna do it. I ask you to follow me on TikTok, you ain't gonna do it. I ask you to follow me on Instagram, you ain't gonna do that neither, even though it's free. Following is free. I'm not asking you to donate to my Cash App. Hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and we locked in. At first, I thought it was commitment issues. Now I think you're being rebellious. I'm telling you, you need to stop. I don't want to have this conversation with you again. Because now it's getting ridiculous.
I swear I ain't trying to be messy, but whatever happens to my Prime America people? I remember they was trying to sell and pitch everybody, and then all of a sudden it just disappeared. Or am I tripping? Or are they still here? I swear I ain't trying to be messy.
Shoot, what you talking about? I got Prime America. What you trying to say? What you trying to say? I got an insurance policy with Prime America. Don't play with me now.
No funny shit, and this is just my opinion, but I feel like there's men in this world that are in relationships that they don't want to be in. Like, relationships they've been in 10 years plus, they got kids together, they got a house together and all that. And I feel like these men don't be wanting to leave for various reasons, and one of them is fear. And when I say fear, I mean like fear of not being able to see their kids, because let's keep it a buck. You got bitches out here, and this is just one example. You got bitches out here that would deadass not let you see your kid because you decided to choose your happiness and choose to not force yourself to stay in that relationship. Like, you really have females that you abandon your family, you to death. You have females that really sit here and try to use that. You abandoned your family. You abandoned us. You left us. Like, no, baby. He did not abandon his family. He didn't abandon nobody. He left you.
Facts.
He left you. He doesn't want to be with you. Yeah. He doesn't want to stay with you. He still wants to be a father. He did not abandon his kid. The person that came out of him first, out of his nutsack. No. He still wants to be a dad. He just wants to do it wants to co-parent. He doesn't want to be with you no more. He doesn't love you no more. He has fell out of love with you. He has outgrown you. He wants to choose his happiness and go be elsewhere. Like,
talk to him.
And I feel like that's one of the main reasons why a lot of guys don't believe in these 10 years plus relationships, because of the kids. Because they don't want this person, they don't want this female to use the kid against them. Because like I said, y'all really have the habit of doing that. Like, if a man doesn't love you no more, let him go. Let him go. Stop trying to force. How are you trying to force somebody to be with you and they're unhappy as
Architecture and interior design? Find a 3D designer today. Fiverr. Start now.
Wix gives you the power of AI to build the website you need.
Excuse me. Jesus, yeah.
He's not even you no more. Like, some of y'all really be real life crazy and real life DELULU, and don't let him be married.
Professional victims. Do you know how evil you gotta be to keep your kids from their father because y'all relationship didn't work out? You know how evil you gotta be? Knock on wood, you know what I'm saying? I'm thankful that's not my situation, but I watch my friends. I watch my associates also. I watch people. I watch these dudes. I watch these dudes suffer because they had a baby with a young lady that they no longer wanted to be with. Some of them are going through it to the point where the young lady was able to infiltrate the kid's mind, and now the kids don't want to mess with the dad. The kids hate the dad. If you're a young lady that has done that, and you are currently doing that, stop. In the long run, all you're creating is childhood trauma for your child. As adults, they're going to have daddy issues, mommy issues, because they weren't able to have both parents in their life. It's a lot of grown adults right now finally getting to have a relationship with their dad. And their dad probably got 2 or 3 more years left in this world. And they finding out that half the things that their mother was telling them was a lie.
Forget about it. I'm taking half. I'm taking half of everything.
Oh, yeah.
You want to leave? I'm gonna need half. Yep. I'm gonna need this. I'm gonna need that. Like, baby, you wasn't with.
My man's lost his house, his car, his child, and he paying alimony. And every other week, this bitch trying to get him locked up. Every other week, she trying to file some type of restraining order on that man. She swatting him, sending the police to this man's house. He got a new girl. He got a new daughter. His old baby moms is sending the police over there, sending CPS over there, trying to get this man's new daughter taken away from him.
Everybody's like, you're outside, you're outside, you're outside. Baby, I'm in my 20s. I don't have no kids, barely any bills, and no relationship prospects. What do you want me to do? Be in the house twiddling my toes? I'm about to take these trips. Casa Azul bottle on my head. As long as I'm not getting ran through, I'm outside. What are we talking about?
You know, I don't disagree with you. Because once them responsibilities hit, you out for the count. Hey, if you watch my videos, man, go to the old videos.
Yeah, that's real talk.
You're gonna see how much I've improved. But go to the old videos when I used to vlog and stuff. And I used to be out in the city every weekend. Every once in a while, I look at those videos and I remember what used to be. Every once in a blue moon,
what used to be.
I be having the urge to go outside. But responsibilities, man. What's outside? Ain't nothing outside for me. Ain't nothing outside for me but temptation and trouble. So yeah, enjoy it while you can. Because when it's over, it's over.
Yo, the pilot, this because this kid want to be an asshole. Yo, I need your name. I don't give a Oh, yo, bro, I've been nothing but respectful for you, bro. So relax. I will. And if you want to do something, let's do it.
Am I surprised that he on there going crazy on Spirit Airlines? No. I've only flown Spirit twice, and both times were horrible experiences.
All right, I will tell.
Yeah, Spirit is whack.
People. Let me show them motherfuckers that's talking mad shit. Look at this motherfucker. And if you want to come do something, come do it to me. Watch out, bro. I'm not touching nobody. Where's the other people? Where's the white people?
Where's the air marshal?
Yeah, bro, yo, I need the pilot to come outside. I need to see your face and I need your name.
We need you to back off right now, bro.
Yo,
we need you to back off.
Yo, bro, you are not like that, bro.
Where's the air marshal, bro?
I'll really break your jaw, nigga. Pretty boy ass. You punch me, bro, I will go crazy on you. I swear to God.
Let's go, Will Riker.
Back the up.
I hope you are on the no-fly list. What you did right there put everybody on that plane in danger. Where is the marshal? I thought all flights had a marshal on board. Am I tripping?
No, they don't.
Is Spirit that ghetto that they don't have a marshal on board?
No,
Maybe
every flight doesn't have them.
Be honest with you, dog.
As a worker in the airport, man, I guarantee you that there's not a marshal on every flight. There's not. There's not. If y'all believe that, or if y'all was told that, then keep believing it. But you think that they're gonna have a police officer, an air marshal, on over 1,000 flights a day just coming out of Atlanta? No. Impossible. This is gonna be people, just police officers, law enforcement, just sitting around hours of the day, flying around all over the country. And that's all you're doing is just hoping and praying there's something going on? No. Not at all. Not at all.
Nah, let me not say that. I don't want to be one of them. If I was there, but I don't like flying on planes, dog. And if you was doing that and my anxiety start taking over, I probably would have slept you. I'm just being honest with you. I probably would have slept you. And you would have deserved it.
You would have been on a no-fly.
He sleep. Boat captain fell asleep while boat was still in full speed at sea. My thing is he really asleep, or he might be having, a heart attack or something? Is he really asleep? What you about to do? What he about? Oh, he is asleep. He moving. That's next level confidence in your boat. Could the boat start up by itself? No, not those kind of boats, because you need to crank it. So he cranked his boat, put the throttle in drive, and went to sleep. You know what I think? I think he was drunk. My stepfather and his friends used to fish when I lived in Grenada. And them boys used to drink. They used to drink before they go out to sea, and they used to drink while they was out at sea.
Halftime.
Alright, is this a real bridge or is this AI? At this point, I don't know. But this looks crazy.
Oh, that's real. That's real.
What kind of cars are those? I wouldn't be doing that. You couldn't pay me no amount of money to do that. You
That's
basically
crazy.
riding around in your coffin. I'm not doing that. Hell no.
In your coffin. That's crazy.
Fuck. Hell no.
She's a
I'm African American. He is straight African. How do you see African Americans?
I see y'all as slaves.
And what makes us slaves?
Because you built a nation that controls you.
How does it control us? We got NBA, NFL. We running it.
They use you as dancers and entertainers.
But they paying us $100 million plus.
Damn. He telling the truth. He is telling the truth. They use you as dancers and entertainers. He's telling the truth.
But then they own the money.
They own the money. Ooh!
So the Africans, how y'all see African Americans?
Huh?
How do Africans see African Americans?
We see y'all honestly as, if you want the truth, we see y'all as our heroes that have given up on themselves.
But I know a lot of Americans that see y'all, they be like African booty scratchers.
I don't even want to see this video no more.
Right.
Yo, he actually
That was
preaching,
lame as
you
fuck.
trolling. Like, if you're really listening to what he's saying, he's speaking some truth, but you trolling. Stupid.
Like, the fuck was that?
All I want
That was lame as shit. That was lame as shit.
This video is sponsored by Surfshark.
Sponsored.
1 to 5. 4. Got it. Since you picked 4, you go right into the deep end.
This shit is gonna turn back on me.
Get ready with me to break up with my boyfriend.
Oh my God, no.
Jesus.
Oh my God. I called it. I said it's gonna turn back on me. God damn. Oh my God. Right from the jump. She's crying. She's crying on screen. Oh my God.
I don't mind.
And then she's like, get ready with keep that shit to yourself, sis. Get ready with me to break up with my. I hope it's satire. Jeez. All right, I'm done. I'm sorry.
Get ready with me to break up with my boyfriend of 4 years.
I can't take this shit serious. I'm sorry.
In that sentence, it doesn't feel real. This has been one of the hardest decisions, and it's definitely going to be one of the hardest videos I ever make. I'm scared. I'm heartbroken. I'm confused.
These are one of the hardest videos I'll ever make. Get ready with me to euthanize my dad. Get ready with me to conceive my first child. Come here, baby. With me. That's gonna get views. Come back, please.
Oh, my bad.
All right. Get a bit closer.
I'm sick and tired of this shit.
I'm scared.
I'm sick. Get closer.
Confused. But I know it's time. I know it's past time. And I just hope someday he's able to see that this really was in both of our best interests. I've always known this day would come. I just never really knew when.
You've always known? Oh my God.
To be fair, she probably just meant it's probably a long time coming. That's probably what she meant.
That's not what you said.
Yeah, but she's also emotional, so, you know, let's be mature.
And crazy because she's filming herself. Keep on going.
Okay, that's everybody nowadays.
I just never really knew when I would actually have the courage to do it. And today is that day. So I just did the thing.
So I just did the thing.
My question is,
Ghostface Killer over here. Jesus Christ.
What happened to your makeup? Why did we get ready with you if you wasn't gonna be ready?
I didn't know crying did so much damage. Jesus.
Oh, she looked like she playing in flour. Good for her.
That was the hardest goodbye I've ever had to do. I've been bawling for the last 3 hours, so I'm kind of just like numb. We literally hugged for the last 3 hours. And then we decided sitting here is not gonna make any of this easier. We hugged.
Raiders.
Well, that got me. That got me. He said that to me. He's like, "You sure you want this to be the last time you ever see each other again?" Straight up.
Why am I bringing this up?
Why? Please tell me.
All right, let's go straight to the next clip.
How can you be okay with hurting me? How can you be okay with hurting me? Want my fucking sound back! I want it back! You fucking stole that shit from me, bro! Give me my fucking sound back, bro!
After you stop calling me bro, you can have it back. What's that? I don't know, man. Girlfriends who call their bro is just weird.
It's weird. Same girl's not gonna date a guy that's short because he's gonna look like your little brother. Yet the one that you're dating, you're calling bro. Anyways,
that's good. I'll give you that one. That was good. Bro. Yeah, bro.
Remember that? That's that.
Why the fuck does he want to not be with me, bro?
Oh, that's throwback.
Fuck, man. All these men don't know how to be with a feminine fucking.
It would have been fire if he said feminine female.
All right, but just think about the idea that you're having a mental breakdown. You're like, wait, let me get the lighting correct. Okay, let me do my makeup. Let me do my hair.
No, is it filming? Okay, yeah.
I'm sorry.
Is it still filming? I think it stopped.
I can't help but think about that.
It didn't stop.
Oh my God, you're driving without a seatbelt. Why are you not wearing a seatbelt? For 2 reasons. In the 60s cars, there is no seatbelt. It's legal. It's all right. Okay? I wear my seatbelt all the time. But sometimes I wanna have a little bit of freedom. I don't want to have this feeling around my neck. A little bit like whenever you're using a VPN changer to enjoy all the content that you want. Let's say you want to watch WWE, and in your country, you cannot watch WWE on Netflix. Well, what do? WWE is actually telling you to use Surfshark VPN changer. Surfshark VPN changer is the thing. See, you're able to watch.
Long ass commercial. That was like a minute and a half.
Today is day 1 after breaking up with the person I thought I would marry. I hope that by sharing this, I'm going to start to heal and not fall into self-destructive habits. And for anyone who is going through the same, to hopefully make them feel not so alone. When I'm sad, I sleep, and today I slept in until about noon. I tried to do some of my favorite morning things, but I ended up just getting back into bed. All that I can think about is talking to him and wanting to see him and knowing that I can't and that I may never. My life doesn't feel real right now. I don't feel like I'm physically existing in my body.
I wonder how she was filming the B-roll. Okay, the B-roll, for those who don't know, is that all the footage that all that footage is B-roll. It's basically when she's not talking at the camera. So she's like thinking about, well, this is B-roll for my movie. Here it is, and then she's filming like that.
Like my thing is she's walking around setting up a damn tripod, but she's sad. Like lugging around a tripod everywhere. Sad as shit.
Day 4, after finding out that my husband of 29 years has been cheating on me with a 23-year-old. Today, I cleaned my room. I took down pictures. I stripped the old sheets off and put brand new sheets on.
Hey, you're supposed to do that every week.
She's a generation before. Yeah. It's everywhere.
Oh, she's my generation.
No, she's older. Yeah, I think this is a natural progression of the moment cameras were invented. The moment that was accessible to everybody through their cell phones and stuff like that, we just started documenting everyday life. And we all do it. Like, you know, it's just to varying degrees. But this is just what happens when the line keeps moving and moving and moving. But we were already pushing it in that direction. One of the funniest things is when you go to any tourist attraction site, half of the people, instead of taking the site in themselves with their own eyes, spend more time trying to catch it with their camera.
Concerts.
The same thing. You'll see cell phones. Again, we all do it. This is not like a judgment. I'm just trying to say that behavior is what leads you to this, right? We start recording intimate moments and we post it online and we tell ourselves this is acceptable, but it's just us pushing the line further along. And now we've gone to the point where now even with breakups and traumatic experiences, people are filming themselves. They're filming themselves right after they hear bad news. Or think about what reality TV is. Reality TV is trying to catch people in very intimate and like weird moments, and it's all live streamed. For me, I think the negative downside of what I'm seeing, at least with this thing, is that you heard the lady say, oh, I'm trying to heal. I was like, how do you heal when you're too busy trying to focus on your looks and how you're perceived rather than what you're feeling? How are you healing when you're getting social validation for going through this process? How are you healing when you're like, the very content that you popularized,
there's a reward for it.
There's a reward for being through this grief and talking about this breakup and going through these feelings, because now you're drawing people who are drawn to grief, like
going to get up out of here, Alex Czar.
Themselves or recently had to go through that, so they're going to be drawn to content like that. You guys are all just living that same misery shit. At the same time, some people might say, well, you know, it's comforting to have someone else who's going through the same thing. I can understand that. But when you're receiving so much social validation for documenting your grief, how does that not play into your psyche where you're like, I want that validation that makes me feel good. Let me make more similar content. And I'm sure all these women have probably made 4 or 5 videos about these same breakups. How does that help you along your process? Like, you should be ugly crying and minding your goddamn business so you can cry properly. What are the things you got to do? For the next generation who are growing up on this stuff, now we're normalizing that this is what your grief process should look like. So it's an interesting thing to watch unfold, because like for me it's a giant freak show, right? I'm not trying to be mean
Weird
about
as
it,
shit.
but I'm just like, whoa.
Is it a gender thing? I don't think so. Men do it too. I don't know what it is, but even the reality TV stuff, I was never really drawn to.
Weird as shit. That's what it is.
You
don't know what it is. It's
man,
weird.
Social media, it's a hell of a drug.
And I remember like 2 or 3 years ago, I heard a lot of women say, hey, you have to remove all these mics and these cameras for these men. You do the same thing. It's a different kind of cringe. There's the podcast bros and stuff like that you find cringe, but this is crazy.
If you're on social media, people just document every aspect of their life. They document like arguments with their parents.
100%. I guess I'm too old for this shit. Or just the old uncle talking. Not everything is content. Not everything you have to put out there. If I see your content and I match with you on an application, I'm not going to go on a date with you. I want to have a genuine conversation with you, not end up being scrutinized to see if it's going to be good content or not. Jesus Christ, that's cringe.
Okay, I'm going to say something kind of fucked up. Personally, this kind of content, for the most part, is a bit debasing yourself. The kind of people who really do this kind of thing are either A, have very little to no self-awareness, or B, aren't interesting enough to make content in another way. That's my personal opinion.
I tend to agree.
Imagine y'all meet somebody and like they documented their whole shit after their breakup. It's like, am I gonna just end up on this shit too?
Yes.
Imagine if I broke up with a girl and then I come to see her crying on social media to millions of people. That's like, I don't know. I feel like I'd be peeved.
Yo. Or you make me look a certain way and I'm like, that's not really how it was.
Yeah.
Like, if my girl would, like, we have an issue and then you're going to talk to your friends about it. Talk to me about it.
Yeah.
Now you're going to talk to strangers about it? I have a problem when you talk with your friends about it. Not like little concepts. I'm talking about, airing out all my business to your friends. Now you're airing it out to people that don't matter.
I mean, in the defense of the influencer, I think maybe they're saying it comes with the territory of dating somebody who's an influencer, right? But some of these women had like 5K.
That's what I'm saying.
And I'm like, dang.
Who are you doing this for?
Shit. This is a trend that I feel like is just going to keep going, but I'm not a big fan. You know, you share your story and it's fucked up, something you went through, and people shower you with love and support or whatever it is online, you feel good.
Gratification.
So you just kind of feed into that feedback loop. What other parts of my life can I give away? And you keep getting more.
15 people think like me, yes.
Yeah. You know, it's like watching those family channels where the kids and the kids and
Octomom,
they're on camera all the time. And I'm like, how much of an effect is the fact that you're constantly being observed, shaping your being? And are you okay with that for just money? And apparently people are. I think that's all this really comes down to.
Yeah, sometimes it makes them.
Of course it does.
Honey boo boo. I remember you that kid.
Nigga, imagine 10 niggas just staring at you doing everything. How you not gonna change your behavior?
Sounds like corn to me.
Do that thing and talk. Talk. That's what we're here for.
That's the director talking on top of that. Okay, can you do a little bit more?
Oh no, this is the audience. You didn't see them in the live stream chats? Hey nigga, WL, make us laugh.
No, I'm good.
Hey yo, this nigga's stream sucks. I'm gonna go watch Kai Cenat.
Yeah, do you do that?
Yeah, L for you. That's why you ain't get no subs, nigga.
Yes.
Lame ass old head.
Yes.
Okay, Unc, get a kick contract, bitch. Get a kick contract on stream, nigga.
Get a kick contract down stream.
Yeah, get a kick contract down stream.
God damn.
See your body twitching.
Twitch. I see what you did there.
Yeah. If you shake enough, you might rumble.
Oh.
But sorry.
Cut that shit out.
Click on the link below right now or go to surfshark.com/AbbaandPreach or use promo code AbbaandPreach to get your 4 months extra.
What if I told you this dish was actually healthy? Let's be real, Factor's menu is way healthier than the competition. Their chefs actually know what they're doing. Every meal's balanced and built to support my goals. I needed high protein meals that aren't bland or boring. That's exactly what Factor delivers. The veggies, unreal.
I walk in the door, and I look to the left.
Allied Services.
My daddy giving my best friend head.
Let me just start out by saying, y'all, I'm 19. I'm from Memphis. My baby daddy is 38. He already got 4 baby mamas.
Angela met a guy at a dinner party last night with those 2 friends.
Y'all just saying too
my
much.
Algorithm. I'm not Bob the Builder, but when I tell y'all I built my algorithm brick by brick, this is what I mean. And I've piled up a compilation of videos of people sharing their stories. The tea is piping hot. Grab your favorite snack, your favorite beverage. Make sure you have the time. Make sure your pet picks its favorite spot before you sit down. Let's get into this mess. I know something's gonna be piping hot when I hear this right here.
Hey, if your name is John,
I'm set. I'm not that person. At least I hope I'm not. But I'm listening to the tea.
And you live in Huntsville, Alabama, and you're currently dating a woman in her 40s or 50s named Angela, and she's on her way to Italy with 2 of her best friends, she's cheating on you. I know this because I drove her to the airport. Whenever you called, which we'll get to in a minute, she lied to you. So you think she's on the way to Italy with 2 of her friends?
That was a lie. The amount of cheaters in this world, I wish I had $1. Don't you wish you had $1 for every cheater in this world? Baby, we'd be rich.
Because they had booked a trip with another friend and they had to back out because they got sick, so she took their ticket. What had actually happened was Angela met a guy at a dinner party last night with those 2 friends, and her and the guy hooked up afterwards at his hotel. And then he told her that he had an extra ticket for a food and wine tour of Italy for 12 days and wanted to know if she'd go with her. And she said yes. And then she told you she was going with her friends. So whenever you called her a bit ago and was just checking in to see if she was on her way to the airport,
go, green light.
She was in the car with me. And
green
she
light.
told you that she was, and she was just so excited.
Needed
and
that.
You asked her if she
sat.
wanted to share her location with you for
And it was holding on
safety
offense.
precautions, you know, because she was going to another country. And she said, well, why would I ever need that? I'm going to be with John and Mandy. It's fine. She's not going to be with John and Mandy. John and Mandy are at home. John and Mandy are not going to Italy. I don't even know if John and Mandy know that she's going to Italy, but they're not going. She's going with a guy named Brad. Yeah. That is if Brad is not a serial killer and murders her before it happens. I just wanted to let you know that if this is you, you need to break up with your girl, because she ain't. I truly could not believe that this happened. In fact, whenever the phone started ringing, she
Another
laughed.
touchdown.
This is him.
From,
Watch this. Hey,
AR.
babe, how are you?
Will Reichert's going to give me
And then
another
proceeded to just
2
lie
points.
to
I
you
know
the
he
whole
is.
time. and you bought it. And it sounds like you really love her. And I'm sorry that you're getting screwed in this because she is not looking out for you, bro. So, man to man, you got to break up with her.
Anybody here that's a cheater, raise your hand. I'm trying to see something. I really hope this doesn't happen to her, but I don't think he's gonna
I ain't
be
no
able to break up
cheater,
with her,
but
'cause
I
she
ain't
may
no
not come
stick
back.
around her.
I mean, you just met the guy last night and you're already going to Italy. What if it's not even Italy? Matter of fact, it could be Italy. And it could be something totally different. Maybe she's getting trafficked. There's so many things that happen in this world. Nobody has your
Well,
location.
it's Pat
Okay.
Fryer moving
And you're
up getting
cheating?
any touches.
Okay. I mean, the cheating was the first red flag.
Or
When you
TJ
cheat, you're already
Hawkinson.
playing with fire.
The fuck is
If
that
you don't
about?
like the person, move on with your life. Don't be selfish and try to bake the cake and eat it too. Is that the saying? Bake the cake and eat it too? Now, Brian came out with a part 2.
Have
and
your
long
cake
story
and eat it
short,
too.
he hasn't found John. There's a
Cake
couple of
and
people that
Edith.
reached out and said, oh, I know an Angela. Oh, I know an Angela. And everybody talks about the same Angela, but he doesn't think it's the Angela that he's talking about. But he wishes to meet that Angela because she's for the streets. Moving on. I know I didn't actually announce what this video is about, but it's pretty much people telling us their business without us asking. TikTok is free. That's what it is. TikTok is free, and people have become so comfortable to share their stories. Now, this next video says, POV, you're only 5 days late. And this, to me, looks like a child. And a child she is. Well, a teenager. But before we move on to where she shares her story, I just want to read the comments of this video. Someone said, yeah, I was 5 days late and found out I was having twins. And the creator says, oh my goodness, are you okay? And she says, hell no. The creator says, twins will end me. Twins run in my family. And I just know if I ever bump my head and decide that I want some children, I know God will bless me with twins. Also, while we're here, I just remember there was a comment somebody saying I'm anti-pregnancy. That is the craziest thing I've ever done did heard. I'm not anti-pregnancy. If there's anybody else out there that watches this video and was curious, I'm not. Now, this is the story time.
Let me just start out by saying, y'all, I'm 19. I'm from Memphis. My baby daddy is 38.
I'm from
He
Memphis.
already got 4 baby mamas.
Give us a second to process what you just said. I already heard the story, but it's been a while. Coming back to it, I need to process it again. She's 19, he's 38. He already has 4 baby mamas. Now, this is a story where I was like, is this true? We don't know. We have to wait a couple of months to see if she actually starts growing her bump. All up in her business too. Well, she put it out there. She put it out there, but still.
I'm the motherfucking 5th baby mama. He already got 6 fucking
Got my ass.
kids, y'all. So I'm finna give him his 7th child. And yeah, it's just been too much going on. I've been having a lot of y'all asking me, am I gonna keep the baby? Yes, I'm keeping the baby. Of course I'm keeping my baby. This is my first baby. This is my first time being a mama at 19 years old. I don't really know what to say because, I mean, at the end of the
I'm
day,
keeping my
pregnant.
baby.
I don't know how many weeks I am. It is what it is. I'm gonna go to the doctor and go check up on the baby and shit when I get about 7 or 6 weeks. If y'all can, drop some tips down up in the comments.
The reason why she kept emphasizing that she's keeping the baby is because a lot of people in the comment section were telling her to delete her child, and she is 10 toes down saying, no, I will not delete my
Fetus
child.
delete
I
us,
love my
like, for
child.
real.
This is my baby. If you do the deed, that's what happens, and people have the right to keep their children. Now she has a part 2 of this video. She was rambling, but I wrote it down. I'm not even joking. I wrote it down. It was a Q&A. First things first, she says, since y'all want to be all up in my business, which Miss Ma'am, let's roll that clip actually.
So since y'all want to be all in my business,
you put it out there. We are listeners of your show right now, and I never understand when people come on TikTok and start yapping about their life and then they don't finish the story. Yes, you don't owe us the story, but I'm on season 4, episode 2, and I need to finish this series. Q&A that she had. Someone asked, how long have you known your baby daddy? She says a month. And then she says, don't judge me. F y'all. She said, y'all listen and y'all don't judge, but people are gonna judge. Next question was, how did he convince her to become the 5th baby mama? And she said, he didn't. He told me he wants a big family. He already has a big family. That's just me saying that. And all she wanted to feel is included in that family. And so she said, why not? I'm gonna be baby mama number 5. And she's giggling, making it seem like it's funny business. There's nothing attractive about being or wanting to be a baby mama, okay? There's people that are actually struggling because of the actions that they took, but they never glamorized the crap. And now
Blocking
you
the
have
back.
kids her age glamorizing
So that's
it or
15
being
yards
happy
on
or
top of that.
I don't know, maybe she's crying on the inside, but it's not a good look. And then she says her baby daddy has been having kids since he was 17, which means when he was 17 having kids, she wasn't even born until 2 years later. Third video she put up is with her mother, and this is what she had to say.
Okay, what's up, y'all? So a lot of y'all
Her mama look beat.
Where my mama is,
Oh,
and
man.
feel about the situation that I'm in, about my baby dad being 38, and I'm like,
The smoke detector is a paid freaking actor. There's no
Dog.
convincing me otherwise. Y'all, it does not take that long to just go up there and change the batteries. But anyway, let's continue.
and I'm like, and here she go, you know.
Look at that fucking wig. Look at that wig on her head.
But I'm just telling you how you feel about my
The part is on her
baby.
forehead.
He too old. He gonna get a job and everything. Cause you still a child. You 19 and he know better. He got all the baby mamas. Why he want to get another baby mama?
The next bits of the video is just a bunch of rambling. I mean, people are saying, is this real? Are you being honest? Is the mom in on the joke or something? I can't tell if this is a joke. All I'll say is I'll wait a couple of months and see if it's real.
That fucking wig there are situations ridiculous. Like
this,
it's
and
like
I've seen
Gorilla Zoe in a
like
wig.
this, but it happens. We're gonna move
Bizarre
on to the next
from
story.
D12.
Put a finger down. If your best friend of 13, 14 plus years walked in on her daddy eating your pussy.
Now this next video, I couldn't believe my ears nor my eyes. This is the ultimate friendship betrayal.
Super
Story
stud.
time on how I found my 70-year-old father and my 27-year-old best friend of 14 years fuck. Now, she's a girl, by the way. She's a stud. She's been around my family, my whole family. My family thinks I'm gay because I'm always with her. I'm with her literally every day that I'm not at work. I stay with my parents. It's not unnormal to see her at my house. My mother's handicapped. It happened at home, in the house, while my
Look, same thing Druski be saying all the time. Stud stands for still titties under there. I'm just putting it out there. That's what they say. Still titties under there. I ain't never hopped out on no stud.
mama was there.
I have hopped down successfully on some lesbians
This happened
though.
July 28th. She was supposed to be at work doing a double 16 hours, but on this particular day, she was let out earlier and she never told anybody, but her dad did call her at like 7 something, but she didn't pick up because she was actually busy at the time. She called her mom and asked her mom, remember her mom is handicapped. Hey mom, are you hungry? Have you ate? And the mom says, no, I haven't ate all day. And she was like, well, that's a little strange because her dad got off at 5. So why hasn't he either made something for her or brought her food? Something. But she didn't pay this any mind. She just said, let me go grab my mom some food and bring it to her and just chill, you know? Now, her best friend has been picking her dad up to and from work because she has no other job and she needs the money. And also her dad's like, well, instead of giving it to Uber or Lyft, I'll just pay your best friend. This has been going on for a week. She gets her mom's food and heads home. Now, she has a charger, no muffler, loud music. You can hear her from a distance. This is important because nobody heard her. Pulls up in front of the door. The screen is closed and locked, but the wooden door is open. Now, as she pulls up, she notices, oh, my bestie's here. Now, this isn't necessarily strange because one, she's taking her dad back and forth from work, but also it's her best friend. She's always at the house. Typically, her best friend is in the car waiting on her or whatever the case is, waiting on the dad. It could be anything. Her windows are tinted, so she can't really see if her best friend is actually in the car. Now, she gets out the car, remember, with the food for her mama, checks her best friend's car, empty, and she's like, whatever. Goes inside the house, and y'all, this is what happens.
I walk in the door, and I look to the left, and there they are. my daddy giving my best friend head. So I'm baffled. I'm like, what are y'all doing? Like, if y'all know me, I'm real calm. I'm the calmest person you'll ever meet. So I'm calm, like, what are y'all doing? And she like, oh, there goes Tamaya. So I keep walking because I do have my mama food in my hand. My mama ain't ate all day. It's 8 o'clock at night. So I take my mama her food in her in her room. Like I said, my mama is handicapped. So they got the door closed. So I take up her food. My mama is trying to talk to me, like, how's your day, and things like that. And I can't talk right now because I'm still baffled. My hands is shaking. I'm confused. So I give her her food. She's trying to talk, and I
Nigga, what
literally
you mean?
cannot
You
talk no more.
confused?
I give her her food. I walk back out. Now there was a whole, probably not even 30-second interaction. So I walk back to the living room. My best friend is gone, and my daddy is in there standing bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, because he's scared because I saw them. So I asked my daddy, I'm like, Daddy, what were y'all doing? He like, nothing. Now, if you know me, my daddy is my everything. I'm a daddy's girl. Like, I've been for life. My daddy has been in my life all my life. I'm a daddy's girl. My daddy can do no wrong in my eyes, what I thought. So I asked him again, I'm like, Daddy, I'm finna pop you on your what were y'all doing? He hit me with the nothing again. I walk outside because I'm a respectful child. I would never, I never thought I would disrespect my dad. So I walk outside to control myself. So I walk outside. I get in my car. My best friend is long gone down the street. She's long gone. So I get on the phone with my brother. I instantly call my brother because my brother is my safe space. My brother is 500 miles away from me, but my brother is my safe space when I'm mad. So I call him, let him know what's going on. I'm like, I'm finna go beat this because you just don't do no shit like this. So I go back in the house. Mind you, my mama don't know nothing that's going on. My mama don't know nothing. I didn't tell my mama nothing when I walked out. So I walk back in. My dad is still sitting on the couch. Blindfolded as fuck. So I go in my mama room. I walk past him because we ain't got to talk about right now. We ain't got nothing to talk about. So I go in my mama room. I'm like, I'm finna go beat Tamara ass. She like, what's going on? I'm like, I'm finna go beat Tamara ass. And I walk back out. As I'm walking out, she like, Tamaya, be careful.
Now she continues to say she went outside, calls her best friend doesn't answer, texts her best friend doesn't answer. She calls her cousin and says, hey, if I end up in jail, this is why. Tells her cousin the whole story. And then she realizes, oh wait, I have her location because we share locations. Remember, they've been friends for the longest of times. Now the comment section was like, why are you so mad at her? Aren't you mad at your dad? She did say she's mad at her dad. But right now she's focused on the betrayal of the friendship. And so in calling her cousin, she realizes that her best friend did call her, but she let it ring like twice. Not enough for her to answer the call. So she calls her back, best friend answers, and she's like, where are you at? What are you doing? Like, what is happening? And her best friend goes off on her saying that, hey, you want to understand my side of the story? He came on to me. And she's like, what do you mean he came on to you? Where are you? Blah, 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 blah. So she gets in her car, checks her best friend's location, and follows her best friend. Now, she was so worked up, she missed an exit. And by the time she realizes that, oh, wait, I'm losing her, the best friend cuts off the location. Now, her brother, remember she called her brother, is in contact with the best friend and says, what the heck is going on? Blah, 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 blah. They're on FaceTime. And so the brother calls Tamaya back and says, hey, I just called her. And Tamaya's like, well, what did she say? He's like, oh, I don't know, she's just trying to defend herself, whatever. And then she says, do you know where she is? The brother says, well, we were on FaceTime and looks like she was at a gas station. And then Tamaya's like, well, I know my best friend. And there's only one gas station that she likes to be at. And so what does she do? She pulls up on the best friend, and this is what happens.
She rolled her window down. She like, if this how we gonna end our friendship, this friendship is over. Cause what you mean you fucking my daddy? She like, oh, you gonna take his side? I said, there ain't no motherfucking side to take. What do you mean to take his side?
The only side she's taking should be her mama's side, and that's it.
Ain't no side to take. So I'm like, Tamara, let's go. Let's go somewhere where ain't no people at, where can't nobody call the police.
Creating custom clothing labels with TapStitch is easy.
Oh,
Go to your branding
fumble.
tab, choose your label
Sack
size and
fumble.
background, upload your artwork, submit
Sack
for review.
fumble. And now Carson Wentz is hurt.
Can't
Yeah.
report. She like, okay, now mind you, my best friend is drunk. I realize that she's drunk, which doesn't help at all. We pull off. I'm following her because I'm finna follow you. Yeah.
Before we move on to the video, y'all, please don't drink and drive. Please don't. I know the tea is piping hot, but we gotta pause. take a break, eat your snack, drink your beverage, make sure your pet's good. Do not drink and drive.
We go to this park across the street from her apartments. Now, her and her sister stay in the same apartments. I get out. I park my car right beside hers. I get out. Now, there's people at the park, too, which I didn't expect because it's dark. What the f- y'all doing at the park? So I do genuinely want to fight this
The
girl.
same
I
reason
don't
why
end
y'all
up
at the
fighting her.
park.
She was
Do
like,
some
he
shit y'all ass
came
over
on
there.
to me and he made me feel uncomfortable. I said, why you ain't leave, Tamara? Of course, I'm not this calm. Oh, I was feeling uncomfortable. The door was right there. Then she goes to say, now my best friend does have social anxiety. Okay, she has it to the max, right? Oh, I got social anxiety. I'm like, Tamara, what the fuck did that have to do with anything? I do genuinely want to hear her, but I have too much to lose. If you know me, I got a lot to lose. She has literally nothing to lose.
It is absolutely dangerous to deal with somebody that has nothing to lose. There are so many other women out there if he wanted to cheat on her mama. Not condoning cheating, but I'm just saying. That is nasty.
So if I fight this girl, somebody call the police. We both going to jail. I got a job to go to. So I leave my house. I go talk to her sister because we're literally right across the street from her apartment. So I go talk to her sister. I've been to her sister for a minute. I'm like, yeah, this friendship is over. We'll never, it's no rekindling this. So I go back home. My dad is still in the fucking living room. I ain't told my mama nothing. My brother is on the phone. My daddy going off. My daddy he just look at me, walk past because I don't want to talk to you right now. So I go back to my mama room. My mama like, what's going on? So I just sit at the end of her bed. My emotions start to sit in because it's like my daddy fucking up my best friend, two of the people that means dear life to me. I start to cry. Like, I don't want her to see my tears fall because she still don't know what is going on. She like, Tamaya, please tell me what's going on. Please tell me what's going on. And I'm constantly shaking my head because I don't want to be the one to tell my mama that I just saw my daddy and my fucking best friend, the girl that she treats like a daughter. My brother somehow, like I said, he's 500 miles away, convinced my daddy to come tell my mama what the fuck was going on. So my daddy come in the room. He was like, yeah, I fucked up. She gave me head. That's not what the fuck I saw when I walked in. It was the other way around. I know my best friend. I know when she's really active too. Like we best friends. Me knowing my best friend's not finna get nobody head, a nigga head. First of all, if she is fucking with a nigga, she not gonna give him head on the first time they doing it. If she gave you head, you done gave her head. This is not the first time. My mama hit my dad upside down. Like I said, my mama handicapped. She got everything she need right beside the bed. My mama hit my dad upside the head. Oh,
Can you hit your dad on your mom's behalf?
Cross the head with the mop. My daddy is drunk too. He walked back out. My mama started crying because her feelings are hurt. Like two people that she thought that she could trust. My daddy finally come back. I'm still sitting there with my mama because I'm still baffled. I'm still hurt because this hurt. So my daddy come back in and he comes back in like everything is normal. So he sit on the side of the bed with my mama. I start going off. My daddy was everything in the book. I've never been that disrespectful to my father at all. My daddy was literally everything under the sun because you hurt me. You hurt your youngest daughter. You done did everything under the sun that you're not supposed to do as a father, a 70-year-old father. My dad, he's trying to talk to me. We literally have nothing to talk about.
Tamaya's mom is handicapped, and she mentioned y'all could have done this anywhere else. Crap, the dad could have gotten a 304 and did it, but they decided to do it in the house with her mom, just a wall away from everything. If that isn't betrayal, I don't know what is. This was the best friend, the one that said put a finger down if you were caught sleeping with your friend's dad. Now, I did not get the original clip, but y'all know who did. Tamaya did, and she's responding to it.
Put a finger down. Your best friend of 13, 14 plus years walked in on her daddy. Alright, cool. So
Before she responds, she said put a finger down if y'all heard. But then instead of putting a finger down, she just went like this. Honestly, this This needs to be investigated because I'm still stuck on how long has this truly been going on? Has this been going on since they were kids? Has the dad been peeping the best friend since she was a child? Or did this just recently happen because both of them happened to be drunk? Now the video went on and it's pretty much everything we already did covered, and the best friend is just saying that it's crazy how you believe your dad and all this other crap. And Tamaya is just trying to figure out why you lie about the being with men situation, sleeping with the dad situation, and all of that jazz. And they just celebrated Tamaya's dad's 70th birthday and she was there, and it's just betrayal all wrapped up in something that needs to be investigated. Now, after all of this, Tamara, the best friend, played in Tamaya's face and said that they had been doing things together as friends, which she said that was never a thing. This was a continuation of that.
You got proof, then you got videos. You not doing it? But you brought it, you said that we did something, right? Huh? You started out. No, oh, I started it. Did you not get half my daddy? Right, because listen, that's not, we ain't trying to talk about that. I wouldn't care. I'm trying to figure out. Okay, but so that mean you lying. Just admit that you're lying, that we messed off.
And that's how that ended. Y'all, this was messed up, but this is my algorithm. There is more from where that came from. If you guys want a part 2, as in different stories that have always popped up on my algorithm, and I just have them saved on my TikTok, let me know in the comments section below. Before you hop off, I just want to take a moment and thank all my Anti-DELULU Den members. If you want to be a member and get early access to my videos, make sure that you hit the join button. And if you are
insanity. Exposing yourself, Epidemic. These folks out here just telling on themselves for no reason.
Your page. Let me know in the comments
section
how you feel about all the story times from Brian talking
Let's
to
go,
John,
Gainwell.
the other girl that is pregnant with the 38-year-old, up until this Tamara business. I'll see y'all next time.
I mean, I'd take another damn touchdown though. Playing. Next video.
What's your question for men, Miss Kayla?
Ugly money. Let's go.
I figure I have a question.
Because that was the part of the whole topic.
It's
your turn.
Okay.
Okay.
I just want to say how you just mentioned that, okay, I can go get some outside of the relationship. I think that you're saying, okay, you as a person, you personally, you're not going to bring back home a baby. You're not going to bring back home a disease. But that's not how a lot of men operate.
I agree.
A lot of men, they want to enjoy the full pleasure of a woman, which means without protection.
Right.
So you are not only saying to me as the woman that's at home, you like a star and getting washing the washboards and all of that. You're saying to me, not only is doing all of that not going to make you monogamous, but you don't even care enough about.
Why did you give Cardi a pass? You talked about Cardi, and you just said all this shit, and you said it was this reason, it was that reason, and now when it come to you, for some reason it's not the same. Y'all gotta stop giving passes. When it's wrong, it's wrong. It don't matter if Cardi do it, if you do it, if she do it. It's the wrong is wrong, and you can't make wrong right. And I mean that respectfully.
No, Cardi is different because I understand Cardi's pain when you're trying to him like a star and wash and take care of his.
Understand my pain with Jay. Okay. Understand? I wanted to fuck her like a star. I wanted to bend her up like a pretzel. I wanted to crack her like some crab legs. Understand my pain. You know what I'm saying? You was emotionally unavailable. You didn't want to have sex with me. But Jazz was ready. You wanted me to take you out for chicken wings and fries and didn't want to give me no pussy afterwards. But Jazz was ready. Understand? If it's okay for Cardi, it should be okay for who? For me. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. It's cool when you do it. It's a problem when I do it.
Talk to him.
But you never asked a question. You made a statement. Thank you. You have a question.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I just wanted to make it a point that a lot of men, like even if you.
A point is not a question. Once again, I don't know which school system you graduated from, but a point doesn't have a question mark at the end of it. It has a period, a comma, or an exclamation point. Can you please say something that has a question mark at the end so we can answer it and not get triggered on your that ugly money?
Respectfully. Back to me because I'm so focused on making this point because a lot of men do want to go outside and get outside, but they think that their woman isn't going to be hurt because they're taking chances with their health.
Oh, no, we don't think that the woman's going to be hurt. We just think that we're going to be happy. That ugly money. It's not about you. See, you think the world revolves around you. You think the world revolves around your emotions. Your emotions don't pay nobody's bills, nigga. They're not that important to the world.
Talk to him.
Women think that the world revolves around what the they feel and think. Nobody feels, nobody's life, nobody's lifestyle is funded by your emotions. So I could give a and the only way I'm going to give a fuck is if I actually like you or care about you. But other than that, they're not that important. My bills will not be paid if you are, my bills going to be paid regardless if you are happy or not. Why should I care about your little emotion? Your emotions ain't helping me out none. Go ahead.
I have a question. Okay,
there you go.
I'm going to use I'm going to use a personal example.
Okay.
I'm somebody who bought a house real young, 25, bought my own house.
Congratulations,
all
Queen.
the bills are in my name.
Congratulations, Queen.
None of the bills are in my mom's name. My mom told me to get the hell out, okay? It can't go back. So all of this is on me. So if you have all of those things going for you, so we both have all of the same things going for each other, then that means that financially we have nothing to offer each other but emotional stability and other types of stability that money can't buy. So this means peace of mind.
What's the question?
Okay, so the question, I'm making a point first before I get to the question because you made it seem as though...
What is the question, Kayla? Just give us your question. We got your point. You said it 3 times. Tell us the question, ma'am.
You're an adult.
So the question is, do you ever feel like you would meet a woman that she doesn't have to give you what you were putting so much emphasis on, like she doesn't have to give you that because she offers so much more and that you can
Never. 90% of the reason why I even deal with you as a woman is because I'm getting that. That's what I want. The other 10%, the part that we don't care about, is the part that I need when you not giving me that. Period.
That's wild what you just said. Whoa. Man.
You think washing dishes and vacuuming the carpet is gonna make me not want to have some? Sick out your fucking head.
Did you just say that because you provide other stuff that I like my sex drive
sick out your motherfucking head?
You provide other things in this situation, so now I don't get hard. That's what you just said. It don't matter what you do. Don't matter how much money you make, how many houses you own. Don't matter how many dogs you have trained to become like actual Dobermans who watch the house. I don't care if you're Batman. If you're actually a woman but you dress up like Batman, you fight crime, that doesn't change that I'm still gonna want to partake in that once a day, maybe even twice a day. It's still not gonna change that. She brings so much that
another sack.
I'm gonna I'm gonna want other things.
You gotta throw that ball, man.
That's crack. Whoa.
Not looking at Aiden Hutchinson enough.
You were putting so much emphasis on.
I mean, not Aiden Hutchinson,
She
TJ
doesn't have to
Hawkinson.
give you that because she offers so much more. And
No.
that you can
Hell no.
No. No. No.
How cool she is. I don't care how pretty she is. I don't care what a great personality she has. If at some point in time she doesn't want to give me some, it doesn't matter about all of the 3 things that I just mentioned. The fact that she doesn't want to me lets me know that we're not compatible. I shouldn't be spending my time, my money, my energy, my resources on her because she's not meant for me, respectfully.
Everything.
It's part of a relationship. You just want everybody to change your life without them, and it's not gonna happen. You think your pretty face and your new nails and your new toes mean that you should get your bills paid because you some fine. That means nothing. There's a bunch of fine shit out of here. And
No, it's like that. You trying to look attractive. You know what comes along with that, right? You're attractive, yeah. What do you think I want to do because you're attractive? Why would you even being attractive mean anything if it didn't come along with me bending you over a couch?
I wish he wasn't
That
zooming in on this
sounds
chick,
so
the
crazy.
one that ain't had nothing to say
It's
about
not
nothing.
everything. Don't look
She didn't
attractive.
say shit about
Walk
nothing.
around this earth looking well, technically you dyed your eyebrows, and right now you do look crazy. So I'm gonna be honest with you. You're doing a great job of making me not want to. But
she dyed her eyebrows.
Don't ever mess with yourself. Don't take baths. Don't do
That
anything.
shit weird as
Let
shit.
your face and everything for you just fall apart. Then you'll find out if the guy you're with wants to take care of you, but don't care if you look good. But guess what? Homeless men be trying to get women too. And guess what they be doing in them bushes? Yep, hanky panky. They be doing all types of nasty things in them bushes while being homeless.
there's fine. They got their own business. It's fine. They got their own.
Yeah, I don't care what she got going on. If she ain't trying to put out, then what the fuck are we doing? I can go get a best friend somewhere else. I can go get a best friend that has benefits, like paying for something for me. You telling me that you gonna have me come over here and take over all of your responsible livelihood, and I'm not gonna get nothing out of it besides a person that can wash some dishes and sweep up the floor? Like the fuck? Crazy as shit. No, you got to put something out. You got to
They got
look
their own business. It's fine.
like how Ben the Don be saying. You got to come up off of it. You telling me I'm gonna take care of all your bills, cater to you, get your hair, your nails done, toes done, put you on my insurance so you can go get your teeth looked at, eyes checked. You ain't even gonna come up off of it? You think that stuff right there is gonna weigh out you coming up off of it? When I could just go get somebody to come up off of it for way less. Sick out your head. Sick out your goddamn head.
Own condo. It's fine. Take 2 vacations a year without the nigga that she's talking to.
Don't even need your money.
Don't need it. So when
Still living.
and she's not tripping about her. So when I add that into the equation, if there's a bunch of beautiful women exactly like you doing all of these other things, what makes you so special when you're not keeping up with what the standard is for your counterparts?
I'm gonna be real. I'm the realest bitch out here, okay? So I ain't.
Really?
You sound retarded. You're the realest one out here. A lady who wants a guy to take care of her or at least financially help her, but she don't want to give up that coochie. You're the realest out here. No, you're a phony. That's what you are. You're a walking phony with the different color eyebrows that you really should go get checked mentally. I don't know who told you that changing your eyebrows was a good idea. Maybe that's what they do. Maybe that's what niggas do nowadays. That's some new God.
I ain't never seen that
Oh,
before.
you got a man right now? You're single. Drop a bomb.
Okay.
Stay single. As long as you think like this, as long as you keep talking and not receiving information, you will not have a man no time soon. You will have 40 years old and you will have cats and kittens and all type of animals in your house, but you will not have in-house or anything that protects, provides, or takes care of you because you acted like you were bigger than the program, respectfully. You're not bigger than the program.
I am the program.
You
okay?
keep being single. Keep being single, humbly and respectfully.
I'm going to try to answer her.
As she actively sits here, looks like Patrice from Coming to America, the other sister, the dark-skinned sister from Coming to America. Like,
question untriggered.
shout
I'm
if you
gonna
don't
try
know
to
some damn
give
word.
you some clarity. And first and foremost, salute to your confidence.
Hey!
I think it's an amazing that you have worth and self-value, and you really feel that your presence is going to change other people's lives. I think that's amazing.
This bitch over here looks weird as
It's narcissistic, but it's amazing.
There you go. Yes.
So I'm going to try to answer your
me.
question. You were saying that. Go ahead and rephrase the question one more time for the clip.
Okay, so if a woman, don't just question me.
Just a question, Bam.
Okay. Don't do that. If a woman is offering you everything that you can offer her, if she's doing it for herself, do you ever feel like she does not have to give you? Because at least just like you shouldn't have to go out and get some other just because she didn't give it to you. Yeah, so do you feel like you should ever you can just be with her, only her, and not get no outside? She can give herself everything you can give her.
You're asking me if I'm okay with a woman not doing what a woman is supposed to do in a relationship.
No, see, he just did I say that?
Listen,
did I say
I'm
that?
answering your question.
No, you twisted my word.
No, I'm telling you what the questions. Your questions.
You're about to trigger him, and he's about to hit them buttons. He's about to hit them buttons because what you're doing right now. So, in a relationship with a guy who's protecting and providing for you, you don't think your job is to sleep with him. You know how crazy you just sound? I'm pretty sure nobody actually knows this thing, but I'm gonna say it again. You do know if a guy do not relieve himself at least 21 times, or I think more than that. I don't know how many times. It's a high number a month. He is in danger of getting prostate cancer. So yes, my dear, that is your job. And now you're about to say he didn't twist your words. He's just letting you know what your job is. So you're not confused.
You're asking me if I okay with a woman not being a woman. Your core job to me is for peace and pleasure. You're saying, I don't want to give you pleasure. I'm just going to give you peace and provisions. Okay, cool. Are you okay with me if someone was to come in this door today, heaven forbid, and I'm your man, and they come in here and they say, give it up, and I run behind that couch and say, take her first. Are you okay with going home with me after I gave you to them niggas when they were sticking us up? Are you okay with that?
Of course not.
Okay then. So me being a man, I'm supposed to protect and provide. If you're not okay with me not protecting you and your cat doesn't get wet, there is no way in the world I'm going to put my life on the line if your don't get wet for me. That ugly mother. So you're supposed to do what you're supposed to do as a woman, and I do what I'm supposed to do as a man. Things are going to be amazing. But if you don't want to show up for work, neither am I, ma'am. Right? I answered it untriggered. Do you understand that? You cannot think that I am going to put my life on the line if you won't put your cat on the bedroom table. Bedroom table is crazy.
Hey, get in there.
You cannot think that I'm going to willing to risk my life to protect you if you are not willing to please me. And I have no problem. If you want to take that off the board, cool. I'm taking my off the board too. We can play that game. If you want to withhold, I will withhold.
I'm not playing that game. You get out. I'm kicking you out. There's no game. There's no games. I'm too old. I'm not finna do this thing. You get out. We're not finna do, you did this, so I'm gonna do this. I did this, so you do this. No, heifer, get the fuck out. Get out of my house, okay? I'm gonna be just like Eminem mama when Eminem made her mad. Get out of my house.
Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of my house.
I really believe that. I don't want you here. And if you stay longer, I'm letting you know right now, I'm gonna pee in all the bowls in the house. So then you really want to get out. Get out, or I will stop paying the rent and they're gonna take it. I don't know what I gotta do, but you're not staying here. Get out.
You dig what I'm saying? If I update you and you don't want to goddamn reciprocate it anyway, cool. I won't take my money off the board. I have no problem with that, but you can't get mad when I take my shit back because you taking the shit that you got.
So if a woman gets upset and just she's in her field, she's not going to give you the best sex you ever had because she's upset. She's not going to show up fully as herself.
Right.
Do you still want the cat?
For sure. Yes, thank you. That ugly mother. Just bend over, baby. That ugly mother. I'm still going to get it off. It may not be great. Hey, that ugly mother. I still going to give me a nut, right? That's good, right? You say, I'm one of the realest ever, right? I mean, that's good. Okay, then if it's some pressure, I'm gonna be fine regardless. That ugly mother. Now, I'm not definitely. Let me make sure I'm not okay with the woman that does not want to have sex. I'm not gonna have sex with a woman that is not compliant. But what I'm saying,
if she's not compliant, she can leave. Get out. Go ahead, leave. I'm not taking care of you. I'm not doing all this stuff for you. This is not. Whoa, get out. Oh boy.
If you're not into it, I don't give a fuck. Goddamn, I'm still gonna get a night. That ugly mother. Do you care if I'm happy about paying the rent at the first of the month?
Yes.
Not
so would you?
This week, we're hosting a free trading and investing workshop right here in Atlanta.
She's confused. That's what it is.
Okay, hold on.
What?
So my rent is $5,000 in the house I stay at, and you don't have it. And you saying that I'm emotionally unstable and I don't feel like paying the rent. So you're saying that you're okay with me not paying the rent because I'm mad at you?
I'm not saying that I'm okay with.
What? See what I mean? That's fentanyl.
Then that's not a problem.
She's retarded.
See what I'm saying? It's cool when they do it. It's a problem when I do it. Now, you can take your shit off the board, but when I take my shit off the board, it's not okay. But if you don't want to, I don't want to pay. Simple and plain. Pay what you weigh shit in this world for free. I don't owe you shit. You didn't grow up with me. You wasn't in a goddamn war fighting in a war. I don't owe you shit. So if I do something for you, you need to do something for me or stop asking.
He said you wasn't all fighting in the war.
I don't know what you don't get about that.
I don't know. I
don't know.
I think
what
it's a fair deal.
Keep asking over and over. But what if I don't want to give you? But what if I don't want to give you? You don't gotta be with me. That's cool. You can just go do your beautiful thing that you. But just looking for and having expectations.
Do you know how many women in Clayton County need a place to stay? Do you know? I mean, I got
Clayton
4
County.
cars. You know how many women need
UNA.
a car to drive? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Look, I'm just saying. I'm just speaking for instance. Say Jazz ain't got no car and she stay on your couch. You think Jazz ain't gonna take that? Hey Jazz, I'm gonna pay all the bills, give you a car to drive, invest in your business and everything. All you gotta do is make sure my house clean, talk to me with some respect, and the living shit out of me. That sounds like a pretty good deal. You don't know how many women gonna do that, and you think that your vibe is so amazing that a nigga is not gonna offer that shit to somebody else because your synergy's that dope? I love your confidence. Borderline narcissism, but I love it.
I think Fryer Move and
I don't know. That's
John
borderline.
Smith.
That's either that or retardation. That's disgusting for you
Pat
to
Fryer
think
Move
that
and
like your
John
energy
Smith
or
probably didn't play
whatever,
this
your
game.
chi in the room is so strong that I don't get hard no more. I don't want vagina no more because your energy is that strong. I was like, oh man, she don't want to give it to me. Guess what? I guess I just went limp because her energy is so strong. I don't
That
even
ain't
know
never
how
happened.
you could process.
That ain't
Same
never
person
happened.
who dyed their eyebrows. I can definitely now see why she thinks this. If you thought that was a good idea to do your eyebrows, I
That ain't
know
never
you
happened.
think what you're saying also makes sense.
For what I have to bring to the table for you to f with me, and you're talking about the things that you're bringing is free of charge, and you want to take some off the table? Everything about me is abundance. I live a life of abundance. We ain't hurt for nothing. If you hungry, go eat. We can eat whatever you want. You can drink whatever you want. We go on vacations and everything like that. I worked hard to achieve a life of abundance. Why would I go without if I have worked my whole life to have a life of abundance? I'm going to with an abundant bitch.
And why do you think it's cool to withhold all this? What the is going on?
It sounds like it may not be
some
hidden.
scam. That sound like mid.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, drop a bomb. The might be mid.
All right.
The only women I know that want to withhold for 90 days, 120 days, because they don't got no good. A woman that's on her and know she got some good. She trying to give you that good because she know what's gonna happen after she give you that good. If you make me wait for this mid, it's gonna immediately be a no for me, respectfully. You made me wait, and then I got some that was, you feel what I'm saying? Like,
Dead ass. I done kick bitches off the list.
They did a good job. Now that was a good job of saying that. I don't know if it's true, but it was a reverse shaming tactic that they just used on her. And I ain't lying to you. I might start using that. I might find a way to use that on whenever I get an argument with a lady. Oh yeah, man, that thing must not be as good as you think it is. Cause come on, my dear, really, please.
Everybody in a relationship, for a relationship to work, everybody should put their best foot forward. Everybody should bring what they got. I'm gonna bring everything that I got to the table where I can be an asset to you.
She looks
if
so
I feel
weird.
that you're holding back on me,
I'm bringing everything but
How her eyes so
rolling.
fucking big,
I'm
and then she
I don't
also
even-
has
why
all
would
these,
I- why would
these
I
lashes
even do
on.
that? I work too hard to even get a woman like yourself to see me. Because y'all go through drive-thrus at McDonald's, and it be plenty of men in those drive-thrus, and y'all don't even see them niggas' faces. They're invisible to you. So the fact of the matter is that I worked 20 years of my life to get to the point where you see me, and you think that I'm gonna go without when I've done everything in my life to have more. I'm gonna accept less. Did that even make sense to you? Would you even do that? Would you accept less if you have done you have bought houses, you went to school, you have worked hard, you have educated yourself and came up? Would you accept less from a man?
Hold on, you
Would
took
you
me on a
accept
date.
half of a man?
You took me on a date. You spent $300. Are you cool with me just going home back to the crib? You took me on a date for You spent $300. You took me out on a date. What would you expect?
Let her answer my question. Listen, answer my question right quick.
I know it.
Are you okay as a woman accepting half of a man?
When you say half of a man, what exactly are we talking about?
I am not. When these people come in here with guns blazing, I'm gonna jump behind the couch and I'm gonna say, take her.
No, when we say
are you okay?
He just said it. Don't say now when we say half of a man, that means protect, provide, split in half. If he provides, there is no protection. No protection. If he can protect, there is no providing. No providing. Or sometimes the nigga gets scared and you might have to go, but sometimes he'll protect you and sometimes he'll pay the bills. Sometimes he won't. That's half. That's what half is.
Hey, with that.
Because you said half of a man.
That's half of a man. A man is
men
not
show up emotionally unavailable.
Right.
These women having to take care of
I am willing. Listen, I am willing to provide. I'm not willing to protect. These niggas come in here. I'm running in the back. Are you okay with that?
That's not half of a man.
Yes or no?
That's not. No, I mean, of course not. But I'm
Okay,
just
so
saying.
why would I be okay with you not doing the things that I need from you?
Okay, but you're not going to show up 100% every day. You just can't. It's impossible. You're not going to show up.
Well, then
happy
I'm only going to run behind the couch on Tuesdays and Thursdays. You only going to get robbed and kidnapped twice a week. Then. Okay? You're only going to get robbed and kidnapped twice a week. Cool. The fact of the matter is, as a grown woman, you should show up for your man each and every damn day because he's got to show up for you each and every damn day, and that's what it calls emotional intelligence and being in a goddamn committed adult relationship. Show up. Right. Whether you feel good or not, show up. All right, Sergeant. I say single. Yeah. Say single. It's cool. Yeah, pay your own bills. I'm cool. Sergeant Nay, what's your question for myself, Biz, or men in general?
Damn, we haven't talked about so much. Okay, so spinning back to the
crotch shot.
The Cardi B topic.
Her face a little doing
and
something.
this is just a general question, really.
Dead ass. Like she dancing around shit. I'm talking about dancing too. Like, I mean,
Your honest thoughts on
and
the Cardi B and Stefan situation, and then the Clarissa and Papoose situation, and why do you think there's so much pushback with when the woman is wrong, and in both situations the woman, and not to absolve Stefan or Pep from, I mean not Stefan, Offset, from what they were doing? Like, what exactly do you like? Why do you think that there's so much pushback with that?
You understand that?
I'm lost, but make it a quick short.
Big screen. How you supposed to address that other lady with the colorful eyebrows? She said that was crazy. I did these things. Does that mean I don't have to sleep with you? Do you believe every time you sleep with me, you lose 10 years of your life, my dear? Because that's not what happens. She made it seem like every time you get a piece of me, I'm closer to the grave. That's not how that works, my dear. That is the most, you're definitely using a person. I don't want to say it, but I want to just say, I think you're cheating. I think you plan early to cheat on guys. So I don't want to sit with you every day. Do you not enjoy this? What are you talking about? If you're not actually desiring me to actually have me do all types of nasty things, please leave. I need you to exit. I think what they said is correct. You gotta have really bad for JJ. If you're telling me before you even get in a relationship with a guy, you already planning to not sleep with him? Say, yo, what if I'm in a bad mood? If you're in a bad mood, I'm not gonna even tell you that because myself, I know actually logically, if you are feeling destroyed today, I don't really want for JJ. But guess what? You don't tell a nigga like this that, because guess what she gonna do? She's gonna manipulate and pretend whenever she don't want to. Now she's in a bad mood. So you don't play with people like that. I had to think about it. It's like, you tell certain people information, they use the information to just be selfish. Don't tell them the information. You tell them that this is a thing you should be expecting to do every single day, and then I'm going to be the one to tell you you have a day off. Just like how I'm expected to protect and do heavy lifting and also provide for you. If some random time when we about to go on a date, you say, hey yo, I'm paying for us to go out, I'm gonna be like this, I feel like a pretty little girl. Like that's what that is. I'm expecting to do this other thing. It was so many drugs in with the way she was speaking and the smile she had. She was smiling like it wasn't stupidity. She was smiling. And then in the beginning, she had to dare say, I understand Cardi B. So you understand a woman, but you won't understand a guy who literally is in danger of prostate cancer if they don't get provided vagina this many times within a month. You can understand the other one. You do know you're not in danger of ovaries, whatever that is, cancer, if I don't pay the bills every single time. You're not in danger of that if I make you feel like I might not protect you. Or if I don't protect you sometimes, you're still not in danger of that. Let this sizzle in your spirit. She's a monster. That's what we should do. Women who do that thing, tell them if they're in a relationship with a guy and they say, sex isn't everything, they're actually monsters. Because they don't.
Let's go on to this next one. And then after this one, I'm dipping off. That man is getting leveled.
Social
17
media
minutes.
losing it after Cardi B just said she's pregnant by Stefan Diggs.
Well, yes, I am. I'm having a baby with my boyfriend, Stefan Diggs. Congratulations. Thank you. Congratulations.
But women on social media are saying that this is the ultimate get back again Offset. That it's her body, her choice. She's rich. She can have as many kids with as many people as she wants.
That's technically
Social media
true.
is arguing, saying that, bro, the man has 2 other women pregnant this year too. She's sharing a due date with other shawties. That was crazy. Offset married her before he ever got her pregnant. I'm gonna be honest, y'all confused me, bro. Y'all was justifying bro having hella females doing whatever he want because she was just having fun. Getting pregnant by him is having fun too. Y'all was just cursing out Offset when he told y'all he's not the one that got her pregnant. Did y'all forget that? Regardless, praying for a safe delivery. Blessings to her and the new life that she's about to bring to this world. Hey, it is what it is, bro. I'm just reporting.
Let's go. TJ Hawkinson, get them damn yards
this
up.
Shit up, people. You cannot make this shit up.
Let him hit it wrong. You didn't have second.
You let him hit it wrong. Now you a single mom. Hey. JJ McCarthy must have he got a turf toe. Yeah, he got turf toe or something like that.
What is going on, YouTube? It is your boy Rome back with another video. If you're new to the platform, welcome to the tribe.
Yeah, Oliver, you wasn't supposed to get that.
Video,
supposed to be TJ.
Subscribe. So, Cardi B. Yo, this is like was exploding on my feed. I was just kind of like, what now? Come again, say what? Oh damn, I'm trying to remember which movie that from, man. If y'all do, if y'all remember, let me know. But that shit was funny. Yo, let me tell you something. I really didn't think much of it because I was kind of like, I'm not gonna cover this because it's like, okay, she got pregnant by Stephon Diggs, so what? But you know, considering the situation with Offset and how it went about, I really didn't want to react to this until I started coming across videos like what I'm about to show y'all of women supporting this. It didn't make any sense to me given what, you know, like
It's
what
good,
the brother
Tutty.
said in the intro.
Good, Tutty.
Check this out, man.
This Cardi B situation is truly a testament to how delusional many women really are. This lady has jumped from the frying pan into the fire. And there are women online talking about some, yes, girl, you showed him. Yes, girl, level up. Level up to what? This dude worse than the last. Like, y'all will help each other over a cliff. This is ridiculous.
Cardi B is being dragged after officially announcing she's pregnant with her fourth baby. And also clarify that it is Stephon Diggs' child. Now, the reason she's being dragged through the mud, because one, she's still married, which can affect the outcome of the divorce proceedings. Secondly, because Stephon Diggs just had a baby. The baby's only under 6 months. Thirdly, she's known him less than a year, already has 3 kids, and has put a lot of people in a frenzy. Everyone already knows that Stephon Diggs has a kind of wild animal party type. It's like when they were on that yacht and he was doing that stuff. This is why people were mad that she was pregnant. Now, for me, I'll say it's clear and evident. Cardi doesn't care if a man has multiple baby mamas. Doesn't care. See that clearly with Offset because he has multiple baby mamas before they got married. But one thing I'll give Cardi B the benefit of the doubt, fucking her for having multiple baby daddies. I mean, y'all got multiple baby daddies. It's crazy. Should she have rushed to get pregnant after still healing from her previous relationship and marriage? Absolutely not. Not to mention that Blossom just turned 1. Now, motherhood is a very different story when you have chefs, drivers, cleaners, everything in the world. I just hope that Offset is throwing up, choking, and crying.
This is filthy work.
I hate to say it. I don't even hate to say it, but I gotta say it. After what we've seen she's gone through with Offset, I feel like Cardi had to get pregnant by her new man. She had to get over Offset and to show that she's finally over him. I know it sounds crazy, but we've seen it happen to other people. Probably even ask the women in your family, ask your moms. The way she was attached to that man.
Ew.
Is it healthy? I'm no therapist, no psychologist, no psychiatrist. But for her, I feel like she needed to do that and move on that quick and that
disgusting.
permanently with somebody else to finally get over Offset, or to at least make it look like for herself. You know, you gotta fake it to make it sometimes. Sometimes you just gotta do some shit. And that's how deep she was. And she just had to. I really pray for a healthy and happy pregnancy for her and everybody involved. His kids, her kids. I know she's going on tour right after, and I'm gonna be there. What she told Hennessy, put the fucking faja on. Give me the fucking faja. Yeah, really
my cousin trying to take me to this damn concert. I ain't
I feel
tripping.
like she had to do that.
She paying, I'll go.
What?
See some ass shaking.
You stupid. Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Right.
Unlearn what you have learned.
That ain't it. That ain't it, man. That's stupid.
You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up. Y'all heard it.
Stop it. Get some help.
Boy, you don't sit your stupid ass down. Who the f you think you is?
This man got other 2 women pregnant at the same time. And you came on this here internet and you wanted to sit up here and say, yeah, she needed to do it so that way she could show that she got over Offset.
Goofy as fuck.
By having a man's baby who has already got other 2 girls pregnant at the same time.
Goofy as fuck.
And they're claiming that they're in a relationship. Well, if they are in a relationship, it looks like it's pretty damn open to me. Literally just confirmed that it's okay to have a revenge baby, basically. Because based on how this came across, that's all this is. This got to be some of the... See, now do y'all understand why I always reference that Rick and Morty quote? This is why women cannot make me feel bad about anything or how the way I see things or shit that I stand on, because look what the fuck y'all advocate and cheer for.
That boy
This
Kenneth
is
Gainwell
exactly
is
why that woman
murdering
says y'all
their
look
ass right now.
delusional.
Yeah, this is insane. They out here they're really justifying this woman having a kid while still married with her next boyfriend to get over the man that you with still.
Cardi be pregnant by Stephon Diggs? You don't say. Didn't I say that something like this was probably gonna happen? If you don't remember, let me remind you. Y'all sitting up, she just having her fun. Y'all always just having y'all fun. And then next thing you know it, y'all be pregnant. Right? How many of y'all was having fun and then you ended up with a baby that wasn't supposed to come from that fun? Because that's what be the problem. It don't be that y'all go out here and y'all be dealing with dudes and you be responsible and you make sure that you don't end up getting pregnant by these dudes that you so-called having fun with. Y'all like to go out here, have fun, be reckless, and then end up with permanent situations off of temporary situations, right? Y'all get with these men who known to be problematic and have histories of not doing well with other women, and then you have your fun, and then you end up part of the baby mama crew. And as much as I would love to run with this and be like, oh my God, I can see the future, I'm like, that's so Raven. No, the truth of the matter is y'all girls is just all the same. Y'all all do the same things. Y'all are very predictable. It's the same story, different girl. Y'all all end up doing the very exact same stuff. And that's why it be so silly and stupid when y'all end up in the circumstances that y'all end up in, because it's been done before. Many of times by many of different girls, right? And y'all still haven't learned the lesson. And that's how you know you really stupid, right? You know you really dumb when you keep repeating cycles that you've already seen fail for other people, and then you do it just to test to see if you could do it. At the end of the day, two wrongs don't make a right. This is a woman that's still married and she pregnant with another man's baby. Offset, we all know, is wrong for the cheating that he did while he was married to her. Nobody's taking up for him. Nobody's saying that what he did should be excused, but she should have divorced him a long time ago. But right now, this circumstance that she in is a mess. Huh?
Yeah, it is a mess, because I didn't even know that they were still legally married.
Yeah.
I'm over here thinking they've been divorced, bro, because as far as I know, they've been separated for a minute. You know, from what I can remember, or maybe they haven't been split as long as I thought. But
no, they've been split for about 2-3 years now.
Split for a while. I'm over here thinking this divorce been taken care of, man. See, this just go to show you, man. Like, this is the difference between somebody who doesn't like be all in these celebrities' personal business in comparison to like the women that you saw me just show you in their videos, because I'm just kind of like, I'm over here thinking they've been split and that divorce been taken care of. As far as I'm concerned, I didn't know they were still legally married. So yeah, that makes things a little even more interesting, especially when you considering the divorce hasn't actually happened yet. So now you done sat over here and got pregnant while you still legally married. So I'm like, who knows what that might entail or what consequences may or may not come out of that. But yeah, that makes the situation even more messy. I didn't even know that. I was under the impression that they were divorced already. Damn.
Cardi B announced that she's pregnant by her boyfriend, NFL player Stephon Diggs. They got together last October 2024, and she's pregnant now. And he allegedly welcomed the baby in April of 2025 of this year, and she has a 1-year-old, and she's still legally married. Okay. I say that to say this. It's okay to be single, y'all. It's okay to spend time by yourself and love yourself. I think that Cardi's embarrassed. I don't think she was planning on having a baby. You could tell by the interview that her demeanor is timid. She even said herself that her parents didn't even know that she was pregnant. Like, why are you hiding to not just the world, but to your own parents that you're pregnant? It's because you're not proud of it. You could tell that Stefan was not supposed to be long term. He was supposed to just be a good time, but that good time turned into a long time because now there's a baby involved. And people are saying that they're happy for Cardi because, yeah, she's pregnant with her 4th kid, but she has the money for it. She could take care of 4 kids. And my thing is, I hate when people say that because money's not the only proponent when it comes to raising a child. Children need peace. We know how Cardi is, okay? Shit may be sweet now, but shit's not gonna be sweet no more when that baby comes. Let's be so for real. True colors will be shown when the baby comes. Everyone that has a child knows that that's how it goes, including Cardi, because she's had several kids by the man that she's divorcing. And people are saying that Cardi's healed from Offset and that she's good now, but my thing is, how can you be healed but you're dealing with someone that allegedly had a baby this year? Make it make sense. No truly healed woman is going to be dealing with a man that would have headlines like this, and then now her name is attached to it because that's her baby daddy. It's okay to take the time to be by yourself. Being by yourself is the best peace in the world, let me tell you. And to truly take the time out to heal, not just for you, but for your kids, for your family. Because call me that so Raven, but the same way Cardi would air out Offset, she gonna do that same thing to Stefan after that baby come. How much you wanna bet?
Right. No lies detected.
agjourney.com and click edit.
Damn.
People who celebrate Cardi B getting pregnant by Stefan Diggs hate kids. I didn't stutter. They hate children. Every time NBA YoungBoy gets somebody pregnant, another baby mom lines up to be a baby mom for NBA YoungBoy. When Future gets another woman pregnant, when those women line up to be impregnated, when any of these celebrities just pop out kids, y'all enjoy it. You're entertained by it. Even though the kids are the ones who suffer. The kids got to go from household to household. The kids are the ones growing up, watching what everybody's saying about their family. The kids are the ones who know about their parents' adult business. Oh, but it's the tea though. It's the tea. Well, while you was yapping about the tea, a bunch of these kids are getting born into situations that are not ideal. We excuse it because the people who are doing it have a lot of money, but they're not raising these kids. And to be honest with you, most of the people who are the most entertained by it also have kids. And they are also not raising those kids because they hate kids. Y'all view them as a commodity. They're something that you could take a photo op with and then you done with them. Whole time they're growing up and they're learning from every one of these situations. So when your kids are okay with creating lives and never really taking responsibility for them, more than just financial, actually raising them, and you can't understand why, walk to your nearest mirror, point your finger at the image, and say, this is your fault.
Now, whether people like that hate kids or not, I'm not going to sit over here and debate that. But there's something that stands out that I really want to harp on because this really, really bothers me. And again, this is one of those hypocrisies that I seem to just do a really, really good job of catching. Can you explain to me how in the hell is it that women want to give other women grace because they make a whole lot of money, that in a situation like this, oh, well, it's okay because she can take care of the kids because she got all this money. Okay, well, now you're going to have 4 children by 2 different fathers, right? Okay. So can you explain to me why is it that when somebody like a Nick Cannon or Future or any of these other guys like Cam, that got all these baby mamas, got all these kids.
I need a touchdown,
creating all
man.
of these broken homes,
throat, man. Come on.
And when we say
AR?
they got enough money to take care of them, oh well, yeah, but you a deadbeat because you can't be there for all of them and you can't raise them. What makes this situation any different from the way y'all be coming at men when it come about that shit, huh? Yeah.
Gotcha, bitch.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Got your motherfucking ass, don't I now? Yeah.
Angry, ain't you, boy?
See, it's okay to give women grace to not have to actually raise the children, so to speak, because they got all this money to take care of them. But when the shoe is on the other foot, now all of a sudden being there is fucking important.
Come on, give me some Hawkinson catches.
Yeah. I caught that. I'm like, and I'm just bringing it to y'all attention. Let me know what you think about this. If you're new to the platform, please subscribe. OGs, I appreciate the love and support. Make sure y'all hit that bell notification. That way y'all know what I'm uploading. Hit the like button because that's what the algorithm that helps me reach a broader audience. Also look out for the travel vlog channel, as well as the live show channel. Both links are in the description. Until the next video, y'all. Deuces.
Yeah. Hey, that last thing, man, I think it was completely uncouth, man. I think everybody has a double standard when it comes down to that kind of stuff. And I'm not here for it. You know, hey, man, if she a hoe, then she a hoe. If she not, then she not. I mean, ain't no point of us over here sitting there fighting around, beating around the bush. You got pregnant while you was still married. You had sex with this man while you was still pregnant. Whether or not you was, you know what I'm saying, it's a done data or not, it's still an ugly situation. Especially since, you know, Stefon Diggs got 2 other kids on the way too, with one that just got born earlier this year. It's ugly looking, you know what I'm saying? So you just traded one devil for another devil, you know. But hey, man, I'm not here passing judgment because I mean, I ain't got no kids. I ain't got nobody pregnant. So it is what it is to me. But I just find it real weird that everybody's like passing judgment and pointing fingers and whatnot like that, and then nobody's really actually paying attention to the situation at hand. So I don't know. It's confusing. Everything is riding loose right now, and it's already bad enough as is, man. She got 4 kids, man. I don't care how much she can pay for it or not. That just seems like it's just too much going on. But congratulations to her. Multi-platinum album. She dropped it last week, and it multi-platinum on the first day. It is what it is. Like it or love it, man. Like it or love it. Anyways, I'm finna get off and I'm finna watch the rest of this damn football game. Y'all be easy, y'all be blessed, man. Praise to the Most High, man. And if you make some money when I'm not around, make sure y'all bring the receipt so I know you ballin'. Peace.